Ellen, please describe your character.
Yeah, my name is Saga Zariel. I am a Tiefling Barbarian, half of the Storm Herald. I'm currently wearing sailor's clothes. The ship is not an unfamiliar place to me. I feel very at home on the deck of the ship, and I'm currently just kind of cheering on the match going on in the center.
And next is Baron. Please describe your character.
I am Connor. I am a human fighter who is of noble birth, but things are not quite as they seem with that. He is a finesse fighter, so he very much loves to dip and dodge and play with his opponents as he goes, and he can't seem to shut up while he does it.
And next to the noble human is this bow of fur and menace. Rich, please describe your character.
At a hulking, like 7.5 feet, you see just a giant, just sort of like orange skin covered with just like dark hair, a little bit of like a little bit of just like just growth coming out of here. And he's just messing with just sort of these like arm bucklers he has on. His name is Jago McFlair. Nice to meet you.
Now, as you guys are sitting around cheering on the bout, go ahead and roll. You'll have initiative on this one. Go ahead and roll attack.
Wait, who's rolling for attack?
No, that would be what was it? Larcanis.
Okay. D20?
D20, yes.
That's you. Oh, jeez. I got a 5.
5, that misses. As you go in with you go for a wide haymaker, and the large orc just simply pivots back and lets you strike air. You have another attack.
Sweet. Need that. Come on. Oh my God! Why do you hate me? A 4.
Or you try to act like that was a feint the whole time and try to come up with an uppercut. Meanwhile, he's not even there. He's already stepped to your left, and you think back to those days when you were training as a monk, and you are very grateful that it seems like no one is around who knows how you should be hitting people. Now, the orc's turn, who apparently will also roll horribly. That's 14 to hit. What's your AC?
Is it?
Your AC. What is your? Let me see what your.
Oh shit.
Your armor class.
Armor class is 13.
13. That's a hit.
So far.
Oh damn, that's bad.
Yeah. So he's gonna do.
These boys seem tired. Maybe they should take a break.
Yeah. This fight's been going on for far too long.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage, which will bring you down to 8, I believe, and he gets another attack. That's a natural 1. So as he gives you a good cross over to your jaw, you bounce back. He tries to follow it up with a front kick, but you dodge out the way, and he stumbles ahead. Now you're back up. Now it's your turn. Go in for the next strike.
Let's go. Come on. 13. Let's go.
13. That hits.
Get this. Can all get
Go ahead and roll damage.
Another one.
That will be your damage. That will be your unarmed strike. So if I'm looking at yours, it would be a D6 plus 3.
Gotcha. See, I'm so new to this. All this math. It's a D6 plus 3.
Yes.
5, so 8.
8. Oh, you crack him real good. As he was pushing forward, you come in and you just hammer fist down on this exposed back head, and he stumbles forward. He is rocked. He is completely rocked. You get another attack.
Nice. Another one. With the
Get
D6?
him!
Yeah, D20.
D20. Let's go.
There may just be hope for him yet.
14.
14, that hits. Roll damage.
Let's go.
Seems that they actually can hit each other. Who would have thought?
Oh, another 5.
Another 5.
Again.
That's an 8.
Yes.
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? How do you want this fight to end?
Hmm. Is he still on the ground?
No, he's toppled over. Like I'm allowing you a chance to describe the final blow. So
Ooh.
so you just clocked him on the back of his head, so he stumbled forward, and he's.
I stand over him and I watch him stand up, and as he stands straight up, he puts his hands up, clearly wobbly. I come with the cleanest uppercut you've ever seen in your life, straight down the middle. He goes airborne, hits the ground. I am the victor.
As this massive orc just the big thud almost makes the boat kind of bounce a little bit. Everyone's like,
Nice.
oh man! You see a man off up to the side. He's like, oh, right on, pay up. And you see him; he's gathered some coin from side bets he has made. You guys are now. You're sitting down. You're on a barrel. You're getting tended to. There was some like one of the deckhands bandaging you up, taking care of you. You're back to, your full HP. But you guys are on the boats heading out. You're about 30 minutes out or so. So you guys are all standing around together. If there's anything you would like to discuss, as you now all know, you will be competing together.
Let me tell you, mate, that is one of the cleanest uppercuts I have ever seen hit across somebody's chin.
I thank you. I worked very hard for those uppercuts.
I will sing more kids to sleep with the sound of that sweet, sweet chin music.
I come up behind Larcanis and pat him on the back. I especially enjoyed the way that you pretended you didn't know how to fight so much.
All part of the plan. All of that.
Oh, that was well fought. I'm more of an axe gal myself, but that was some impressive work with those fists.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
As both moving on, you guys start to reach the beginning coastline. You veer off to if you look over to the northeast, you start seeing a massively large marble statue, almost like think Colossus of Rhodes, towering Goliath with his a war hammer that reaches all the way to the deep sea as ships pass beneath him as he stands over, peering out. Saga, right? Saga? You immediately recognize the marble statue as one of the leaders of Lomér, Shaza, the Goliath. And you start seeing along the coastlines smaller marble statues, all beautifully painted in vibrant reds and blues. And these are the champions of Lomér. Anybody who has actually successfully competed and became the rightful champion has been granted a marble statue. And as you guys see along the coastline, as you slowly go into the docks of Mother's Love.
Do you think any of this was made ethically?
I mean, it's all from right here.
Whoever has the money determines the ethics.
And there's a necklace around my neck that's just it's a stone of the same marble with a hole in the middle looped around a little like leather string, and I just kind of take a minute and like start fidgeting with it and just to sort of take a deep breath.
As you guys slowly come to the end of the docks, you start seeing the ship hands start moving things around, the planks are set, and you guys are starting to usher into Mother's Love. And as you guys enter in there, the first thing that immediately hits you is the music. This town is a lively town. There's a lot of pipe instruments and drums, flutes, even horn percussions. There is life in this city and food along the lines. You smell roasted beef and chicken. There's broths of soup, spices, and different salesmen all trying to pull some of the new passengers trying to come over, and you see a man at a little tent trying to sell wares of magic. And Saga, this place it does have a familiarity to it. It is very similar to how you grew up. A few things have changed, not tons. It is still remarkably crowded, and not with predominantly tieflings, and with a few orcs walking by, a lot of them guard. And you see off in the back, one of your favorite food establishments is now a large marble, seems like some type of store, some type of dress shop. And as you guys are docking, there's at the beginning of the docks, you see a young girl, about in her late 20s or so, very broad, about 6 feet wide chest, deep muscles, complete green, but with orc tusk, but with noticeably tiefling horns that reach all the way back. Her tail is a thick green as it wraps around her. I am going to drop a little picture in our general so you can see how this young lady looks.
And as soon as I see her, I just bust out in a big smile and I start waving.
She immediately sees you and smiles and waves back and like, hey! And there is your old friend, Tara Croca. She comes back.
We're still on the ship, yeah?
You guys are, the ship is docked, but you guys haven't left yet if you guys like to leave or anything, but that is what beckons you.
Oh yeah, I'm disembarking and just running straight for Tara Croca in a big bear hug. Just kind of funny looking because I'm 5'4".
You see this half orc, half tiefling immediately grab this young tiefling girl and hoist her up and spin her around. It's like, you're back! You're back! You're back! Oh my god, why are you, like, you're staying? Are you
I'm just back for the games. It's been a while. I'm a sailor now. I've been at sea ever since I left, I guess, like 10, 15 years ago now. And I figured it was time to come back for the games. I came across this party that was looking for another person to come compete with them, and so here I am, back home.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Look, you got me, Mom. You got me, Dad. I don't know. Do you? I mean, I know where your parents live. I'm not sure if you want to see them.
Maybe eventually. Yeah. I would love to see your parents for sure, though.
Oh yeah, Dad is still over at he lives at that tavern, and Mom's got her shop. So, I mean, hopefully you guys are going to be competing in the game. So, well, I am your tour guide, so come along if you guys would like to get anything to eat or anything. You guys got a couple minutes before they start announcing what the qualifiers are going to be. But oh my god, it's so nice to see you. Hi, I'm Tara Croca, and she reaches out to shake the Dragonborn's hand.
Hey, nice to meet you, Tara Croca. I'm Larcanis. It's happy to be here. It's my first time in any type of games, and I've honestly been holed up on a mountain for the past 10 years, and happy to get out and see other people.
Wow, you know what? I really hope you don't die. That would be awesome, because you're Saga's friends, and I would hate for Saga's friends to die. Saga, if they die, you run, okay? All right? Looking at me, all right? You know how these games are. I've been
training really hard for like 15 years. But was this a terrible idea?
Yeah.
Tara Croca, was this a terrible idea?
I mean, you could have gotten, like, if you could have, did you save up enough money for the entry fee?
Nate, can you remind me how much it is? It's been a while.
It's 10,000 gold.
Oh god, no. I'm a sailor. You think I'm making that?
No one makes that. But
10,000 gold. You telling me I gotta pay 10,000 gold to die?
Well, no, they have to pay 10,000 gold. You are going to die to say that you could have given 10,000 gold. That's what the qualifier.
Yes, is it 10,000 to not die? Because the qualifier is
I'm sorry. I tried to skip to the end. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you guys will do great. You guys seem very strong, and maybe you'll get the easy ones. Anyway, I believe in all of you.
I step out from behind everyone and I reach out to shake Tara's hand, and I greet her in Orcish and a traditional greeting.
And she immediately smiles and gives you a strong, like you notice the very strong grip she gives out of the respect of you speaking in that tongue, and in Orcish, she's just like, "Now I really hope you don't die." No. But like, she looks at you. Be respectful. Keep your friends in line. Orcs. Okay.
I shake my head and I acknowledge what
strength.
she's telling me, and I tell her, I'll expect, if anything, if you can help us, please.
Especially with the entry fee. That would be great.
Well, that's what the qualifiers are for. So the way things now go, it's really more of a, like, to get more money, the Shaza and, Dimitri, they decided to allow exorbitantly high go, because there are all these lords wanting to come and see the games, and so if you can pay, you can pay. We still do, but they're no chumps. Let me tell you guys, someone invests $10,000 in someone, they know their shit, but we do things the old way here.
So basically what she's
these are the
trying to say
qualifiers.
is that all the rich out-of-towners drive up the price, and then the rest of us have got to scrape over what's left.
Right.
That is exactly right. But it oddly
much more
keeps
polite.
So
it
this
oddly
circles back
keeps the
to my
peace.
first point. There is no ethical building here, is there?
Right.
It's just there is an ethical building. You just not familiar with it. We value strength in Lomér. This is and strength is only run by competition. If anyone tries to attack you outside of the competition, they will aid in making these marble statues you see.
Oh.
As you see, we have a lot of them, so that probably doesn't give you much. But
I mean, like,
Keep your wits sharp and your daggers sharper.
I mean, this
Of
is a
course.
world where magic exists, and so I wonder why we are using human manual labor to make giant statues.
old way. And the mages have enough power on this place. We don't want to give them also the quarry. But come along, they're about to announce, and she starts walking off where you see a small crowd forming on a little platform. She starts walking over there. Do you follow?
Yep. Yeah, I'm right behind her.
Quick
Can I,
question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, do I have time to go back to the ship? Just real
Sure.
fast.
Sure.
I would like to go back to the ship and talk to the man who was gathering money on my fight, and I would
Okay.
like to get a piece of that. Is there?
Well, that is you. So you turn around and you see walking down an elvish man dressed in like very fine clothing. It's like this man's wealth of money, but about 5'8". He's wearing purple and gold trim. He's a little more of a bronze skin tone to his pointed ears, a bald head, but nice refined goatee with a point. As he walks with kind of a proud grace to himself, and as he walks by, he's like, "Hey, good knock, man, my friend. I enjoyed every single bit of that."
So glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed my cut. And
Your
I
cut?
put my hand up.
I
Oh
I come over and to assist, and I walk up behind and put my hand on Larcanis's back as I speak in Elvish in a lower tone. Remember, friends are only friendly as long as you're kind.
Smiles. Go ahead, both of you guys roll an intimidation check. So roll a d20 and add your intimidation modifier.
16 was my intimidation.
I got an 18.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a 17.
He-
We intimidated the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, the guy looks over and is like, "I only been on Lomér for 2 minutes. I'm already getting shaken down. Man, God, it's good to be back." All right. Well, now, I don't mind. I don't mind. I like a good fight, and I've always been one to throw a gold or two to people who help me make some money.
I don't.
And he hands you 50 gold.
50 gold? Hey, I'm the one who ended up bleeding here. Are you sure 50 is enough? It's 50.
Roll another intimidation check.
I'd like to use my insight to try and determine how much money he probably made from that fight.
Okay, go ahead and give me investigation.
Oh, hey, I actually have really good my passive investigation.
What is your passive? Actually, that's a good question. What is your passive investigation?
It's 10, minus 10.
Mine's
10.
12, but I rolled a 12 plus 2, so I got a 14 investigation.
14. Go ahead and roll a 14 as well. I mean, I'll go ahead and roll a d20. Sean. Larcanis.
Ooh, another 16.
Okay. You, as you guys look over him and his fine wear and his bag of coin, you definitely immediately know this guy obviously has enough money on him. He also, give me a history check. Both
history check.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is it somebody that I would have recognized from around here while I was on the ship?
Yes. Roll a history check.
I got a 19.
Okay.
17?
16.
16. Larcanis, you just remember him from the boat, when he got on the boat. He was just, he was refined. Connor, you saw his statue. You recognized the face from one of the statues along the coastline. And you remember him as the one who won the card game all those years ago. And so he's the elf, one of the elves who won the card game about 15 years ago. And so he's coming back to compete. So this is known as the professional gambler,
All right, so I'm gonna kind of slide up him and sort of just like clap him on the back. And again, this all looks really funny because he's a lot taller than me. I'm small, but I've got like the confidence to make up for that. And I'm like, hey, aren't you that guy who won the card game a couple years back?
Of course, you remember. You remember Craven the card player? I know my statues. Looks great, don't it?
It does. I love it. Listen, we are just a couple young adventurers trying to get our start, same way you did a couple years back when you first got here. You saw my friend. He's got some talent, right? That man can throw a punch better than just about anybody else I've seen. And I know you know it too. Now, I'm guessing you got a fair chunk of winnings off his fight. And, you, having won this game, are probably not hurting for cash anymore. Wouldn't it be nice if you kind of had some more friends who were just up-and-comers in this game, who were good, strong contenders that you could claim to have backed? You could say that you scouted us, that you found us, that you helped build us into the competitors that we are.
Roll a persuasion
that little
check.
bit of extra cash might help.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
That is dope. That's good.
You want this man to be our
So
Hamish?
that's a 17 and a 7, so 17.
He's our
Now,
Hamish. I love it.
Now, I like the way you think, girl. She reaches into pocket. Tell you what. Most people die in the qualifiers because they usually don't have money. You have to be a real strong type to be able to get in there and get out. They usually can't afford to get a few of the wares. So we'll just say I did help you out, and he puts a bag of coin on you, with you. Make sure you stock up for the fights or whatever obstacle they have you run. And if you survive, I'll meet you at the gala.
Much obliged, my friend. We will see you at the gala.
Nice.
And he wanders off.
Very nice.
Very good. Very good. So you have this little coin pouch Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
I open it up and start just kind of like subtly counting through it.
Okay. He has
I'd,
given you.
Yeah, I turn to Larcanis and say, "Keep the 50 gold, by the way."
He's giving you 200 platinum.
Whoa. All right.
Oh, yep. Okay. All right, guys. Group funds to get stocked up for the games.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add that.
I look to Saga and I
That's
rub
me
my
putting 'em up.
chin. I'm not 100% convinced that these people that I've just met are going to be so kind. And so I kind of just investigate a little bit here and say,
Give me an insight check.
What is your game?
My game?
19 plus.
Local gal? Sick of out-of-towners trying to win this thing.
So I got 23 on the insight.
He's like, are you being truthful?
I reach out my hand to Saga and I open my hand for a shake and say, "I find your kindness stunning in the world that is so fraught with evil. And I must say, if you're lying to me now, I will gladly die because I believe every word you say."
Well, I'm not lying. We might die anyway, but let's at least give it a fighting chance.
At least it's not because I was deceived by a tiefling half my size.
It's true. It's true.
All right. As you start seeing the crowd form, and you see two men step on a little platform, looking over at the different groups. You see an old orc man, hunched, and deep beard, tusk, and he walks with a staff as he walks around. You see next to him is a tiefling man with long white robes, gold along the edges, with different runic symbols along him. He stands proudly as they are addressing the crowd. As you, Connor, you're in earshot. You can hear the old orc man speak out. "Many fight here, many die. This is the way. We follow the old way. You represent Lomer. You represent the Horden Shield. Fight with honor. Fight bravely. Die fighting. Survive. Glory. Do not, in your darkest need, in your final breath, do not see yourself as coward. Because if you do, you will never worth Lomer's time. We will draw. The village elders will decide what you do to qualify. One of you will pick from the port. Complete the mission. Come back alive with proof. And we will be accommodating. We will give you coin. We will make you the people's champion. And we will stake you in the Lomer Games. There are many orcs here. Makes me proud. The Lomerians should win these competitions. See next to him, that was all in Orcish, so if you guys didn't understand it, you didn't understand it. But next to him is the Tiefling man. I'm going to just say something real quick. Follow our laws. We have a strong peace. I don't care what kind of dealings you've ever had with orcs. If it's bad blood, I do not care. We keep the peace. If you strike unprovoked, my men will burn you. If you steal and are caught, you will be shamed for being a poor thief, and you will walk the quarry. Try not to die. Now get out. And as they walk off, you see a large pot be placed, and you see different elders with rolled up pieces of paper start placing different sheets in. You see an old tiefling man start walking, kind of with a limp in his step. Saga, you recognize him as Varric, Terra Croca's dad. And I am going to drop his image in the chat.
So, any of you actually know Orcish and have a clue what's happening right now, or should I let you know?
Oh, I know Orcish.
I do not know Orcish. I only know Giant.
Like, would I know Orcish just from growing up here? It was not in like any of my racial stats.
I would say you have we'll say, I'll tell you that. Give me roll a history check.
I speak Jai.
I speak Giant.
I respect that reference. That was a great reference.
Airplane.
I think I cut out for a second,
sorry.
but that was
You
an
did cut
11
out.
on the history check.
You were 11. You picked up a good amount of it. You know, so you caught on to the words you do recognize from growing up with Terra. You felt it's enough. You don't want to. You grew up in this area. You grew up with Terra. You know how to order food from the Orc City. You tend to.
Okay.
You played with her around there, and so you have passing. You don't want to talk too long, kind of thing. But what Dimitri said was in common. So as you guys see, you see Varric go up and he puts this down, and you see Terra's eyes just wide, and she's like, oh no, no. And she runs up like, Dad, you did not put what I think you put. And he's, Joe, you got to get a home back. Like, Saga's in the games. She can pick that. Oh dear.
Varric, what did you put in there?
Old Nan. We need to get our home back. We need to get back to Father's Resolve. We can't do that if Old Nan's still there.
This was
Oh, Varric.
You see one of the orcs walk by you, and one of them noticeably checks your shoulder. The Dragonborn and the human who are standing there, he noticeably just walks by you as he goes up to the pot and reaches in, pulls out. Goblins in the old Orc tribe village. We will remove them. He walks by you again, takes a spin by your foot.
Can I trip him?
Go ahead. Give me a dexterity check.
I reach out. If you're in arm's length of me, I put my hand on your arm and I just kind of shake my head. Like every time he's done this, I have like bared my teeth and sort of growled, but I'm just like, don't.
Okay, so
that will count as striking him. So I wouldn't do it because then you provoke him, and we have to go to the quarry. You know what I mean?
All right.
as
You heard
you,
Dimitri. Not here, not now.
All right.
as that happens, a very familiar orc who you had the fisticuffs with immediately approaches the man who checked you and pushes him back. And you, Saga and Connor, you understand he is saying, keep peace. Shaza's way. Break peace, I break you. And everyone's like, Shaza disgrace games. Hashtag real look leader. As the argument starts to heat up, you see your orc former combatant approach him, holds his blades out, and just stands over him and peers down. And as he looks up, the asshole orc backs off. He looks over at you, and he just hits his chest and walks up to the area where he pulls in, comes out. Archgriffin. We will kill it. Reaches in and you see the few men he had with him. They all start walking, and there's only a few more pieces left. You see a few other tiefling groups, a few other orc groups. They're all posing up. If any one of you want to,
I'll go. I'll go. Like,
I wanna just like put a pause on him. Just let me see if there's something to be seen. I want to check and see what those papers say, if only by a distance. I want to try and see if I can discern maybe what there might be left and which one might be the easiest.
Okay.
While he does that, can I do an investigation check for my artifact?
Yes, you can.
So I got a. Am I investigating or?
This is it's pretty far away.
Probably perception.
You're not there, so it'll be a perception.
So we're looking at a 12.
You're looking at 12. You see that there's ink on the other end of it, but they're not written in any language. It's more of a symbol. They're more written as symbols to represent the which you have no idea maybe what the horse means, what this means. It's completely random.
So I'm gonna turn to Saga and say, it's just symbols. Do they have any meaning?
Each symbol corresponds with the task that's going to be done. You should pray for us to get an easy one. And she just kind of resigned herself at this point that whatever happens, happens. And so she's standing with Tara and Varric and is just kind of like closing her eyes and like praying a little bit.
Go ahead.
I walk away.
What's his name? Jago. What would your roll for your artifact?
Got a 12.
Yeah, 12. Is you don't feel you is interesting. You've been searching for this essence for so long, and every dead end, and you never know if you're like 10 feet away from it or. But this is the first time where 100% you're on the right soil. You can feel its essence. Is almost overwhelming because your fire is like been here the whole time, but it feels off. It's spread. It's really spread out.
I take a knee, I grab a little bit of the dirt from the ground, I rub it in my hands. I go, finally, after so long, and I go, let's just fucking do this, mates. And I go and I grab what's in the cup.
All right. Yep. Flip it open. You see a man standing proudly, looking forward, and it just says, Father.
Apparently, I got to make somebody a father today.
Yes.
Well, I could
looks up,
make myself
looks
a
up.
father if that need be.
You see you on the. We get a little. Actually, give me a performance check. Let's see if that joke landed.
18.
18.
Mine was a 2.
Going to the devil. Yeah.
My joke was a 2.
Looking great.
But Tara and I just kind of like hear that one and sort of edge away, like.
You guys are going to. You know it. It's Old Nan. Father's resolve. Okay. As you see Dimitri, you have your assignments. Take the time you need. The games don't start for another couple days. Take all the precautions you need, and I wish you luck.
So I turn to the group and I say, anyone have potions?
Nope, but I know a shop where we can get them.
And I also have a herbalism kit, so I could do something with that, right?
Yeah, if you collect the right herbs and you can practice, you can absolutely periodically on a during a long rest or a short rest when you have some time to really dedicate to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll proficiency and we can see what you create.
Okay. Cool. My medicine is.
Arakroka's mom would have potions at her shop, right?
And Tara's like, gotta go see mom now. Gotta go to the orc side. The north end. Her shop is called Earth's Blood, and she should have some stock. It's the problem with the games, so they've been buying. So, prices always go up, but it's mom. She should. I mean, yeah, it's you. You should buy.
I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. But I think we should talk to your dad first, because I don't know how much has changed since I was last here.
Whoa. Well, like Varric's not far as he walks by. He looks over. He looks down at you, and he's like, "My God, you haven't grown at all. It's so." But you look just as lovely as I remember you, child. The rest of the world took kindly to you, I hope.
It's been a good couple of years, Varric, but I'll always be looking up to you.
Oh,
How about we go grab a bite to eat and talk about the old days, talk about what's changed, and figure out how we get our town back.
You know what? I was so petrified of you getting that games, but now I know. I think you're the right one.
Feels right. I'm scared out of my mind. I gotta go see my
Lomér.
family before I do this, but it feels right.
Good luck. And he's like, I'm always at the tavern, so you guys will absolutely, if you would need a place to stay, you can bed there if you would like. Good luck. And he kind of walks off, and Tara just looks over. She's like, well, good luck, honey. I really would love to see you at the games. As she does a over the top obnoxious, stretch, and you just so you can see a necklace also appear in front of hers, but this one is noticeably gold with platinum etchings, and in the same circular motion as of Lomér, that is a sign of a champion in the Lomer Games.
Tara, when'd you get that?
I won the mounted competition 4 years ago. I'm sorry, did you? Is a show right? She kind of like, I didn't know you noticed it.
You couldn't send a message? There's nobody on this whole island who has sending?
Sorry? Sorry?
I give her a big hug, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Well, let me show you to my girl. And as you walk by, you see a carriage that she has drawn up and a large elk, beautiful gold antlers that has the mount, and she just kind of hikes on it and mounts it. I'll take you guys anywhere you like. Hop on in.
I thank her in Orcish.
Definitely potions.
Potions time. Calm down.
All right, I guess let's go see
Let's
your
go
mom.
see mom. And
Does
she
this
hits.
place also have lotions? As above,
Potions and lotions.
as
Oh,
above
you can,
sta-
Angwell's dress shop has a variety of moisturizers. So
Oh, good. I was looking for a good topical.
you're fun.
I mean, not to be insensitive, but do your scales need moisturizer? I thought they were just meant to be scaly.
Oh,
Oh, you're not the Dragonborn. I'm
No,
sorry. You're the
as a
bugbear.
bugbear, I'm basically just a giant bear plus a pig.
Plus
More
a-
sense.
Smashed it.
My bad. I really thought I had a joke.
As you guys, you see the town as you guys pass by, very crowded, very crowded. A lot of workers, a lot of and hearing all the music. You see, as it is the games, you see a variety of bards. Every so often you see a group all playing for a coin, and a little off to the ways you hear another part spouting poetically to a group, and a variety of this. You're now in the more touristy district road going along the south end of of the city, and you see in just your senses are alighted with the music and the food. Meats are being cooked, and as you continue on,
I
you
want
start.
to I was gonna see if I could stop and listen to one of the bards if they have any sort of like interesting like lore or history to say, you know, a little song to say. I just want to make you sing.
I just want to make you sing.
What was that perception check?
Oh, okay. 11.
11? Yeah, hard to tell. I got no
Lower
song
than
in
my
me right now. Of course, this ass is gonna make me also sane as I make it. You hear whimsical music of a lot. Actually, what you do hear is a lute player as he generally plays on strung and always speaks of a man called Lomér, about his great feats of competing in the games and winning the love of a young orcish woman, but how they couldn't partake in their love when he became the champion. And it's like a lot of romance of great champions from afar who's won and valiant deaths in the pits.
I want to do a history check on the song lyrics.
Sure.
Love this.
It's 18 plus 5.
18 plus 5.
23.
Crock of shit. Every single one. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, like the human from the noble home bested the 20 orcs that, you know, it's so over the top. It's just, come on, man, you're not even making this.
Can I pick up like, is there like a lute next to him? Can I pick? I'm proficient in lute. Can I just start also playing the lute and duel him?
As you approach, you go to reach for it, he kind of smirks, pieces out, and he just starts drumming like quickly and vibrantly. He's playing whimsically and like going down, and he's humming, da 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 da, and he's just going. And go ahead, roll performance.
I turn to the party and say, you know, some of my favorite bands are great musically, but terrible with lyrics. This is like that.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. You took a minute to kind of find the chord a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Oh, is this in drop D? Sorry, I'm usually I usually play in regular.
You're not used to these Lomér lutes, eh?
Yeah, it's a different tone here. The acoustics is went out sort of. I'm more of a studio mate. You know, it's a whole thing.
The water, it's the water in the air.
As you guys,
armor smash now, you know what I mean?
oh, careful what you wish for. And you guys, I guess, continue on as you approach Earth's Blood, wooden, reasonably sized wooden shop with different herbs and different roots along the front edges. Doors wide open. And Tara stops her mounted elk, hops off, and starts and runs inside.
I go in right after her.
Does this place have armor, or is this potions? All potions.
Just potions. This is well, you can find out.
Yeah. If this place doesn't have potions, we definitely. I mean, this place doesn't have armor. We definitely need. I need some light armor. But yes, let's get these potions popping. It's I'm headed right behind.
Yeah.
All right.
As well.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Alrighty. You guys walk in. Tara is like, well, you know, this is gonna be interesting. Hopefully she has something that you guys can use. Mom!
The meatloaf.
And she's like, and she say, what the fuck? And Orcish, as this old orc woman kind of saunters up, large, way broad, hair, gray hair. I will drop her picture in the chat. But still looking fly, you know. Kadruna
Okay, all right.
comes in,
Hi,
she looks
Kadruna.
over. Well,
Oh,
Love
hello,
chat.
hey.
it is. And she's not even paying attention to it. She's just talking directly to Saga, and she's like, have you eaten? You look terribly thin. This is
Well,
wrong. This is wrong. And she reaches in, she pulls out some she has some bread, and she's just like immediately like just stuffs it in your mouth. And it's like, this is how child, you come starving to home. Oh,
oh, Katrina, I missed your cooking. You know, I was gonna go to that place down by the waterfront, but they turned it into some sort of a store.
and well, yeah, it's dress shop. Yeah, so it's nice, I guess.
Their stew was so good. It was so spicy. It was the perfect thing for a cold morning out on the sea.
Exactly. Great for hangovers. It was delightful. Now you gotta go all the way to Bourbon Bay to get a good stew. But it's, you know, and well, makes good dresses, I guess. You know, it's not my style.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not much in the dress market, and I kind of jingle my scale mail.
You look delightful, child. You look delightful. What you got? What you doing here?
I'm back for the games.
Okay. Okay. What did? And she looks over at Tara, and Tara's like, "Old Nan,
Talked to your husband recently?
that dumb ass piece of." And she starts spouting the most vile orc slurs.
Oh, gee.
She is like, it's whoa.
I
Like,
turn to
she-
I turn to Larcanis and I say, forget those ones. Those are the bad ones.
Those are
No,
usually the
no,
ones
those
I
are the
learned
important
first.
ones to know around here. Listen closely.
Oh, God, that's so great. Go. And she just starts just
All right.
littering, you know, like, she's like, what do you need? And she starts rummaging through her stocks. She starts pulling out, see what she's like. Oh, I can see what I have. I do have to charge you, dear. But I'll give you a
No,
good
of course.
price.
You know, I'm grown. I'm making a decent salary. I can do this. But we were hoping, well, we know your potions are the best on the island, so we came to you first, of course. We were looking for maybe some potions of healing, anything that might help us make us a little stronger or a little more, tough against damage. What do you got?
Okay, I have these. I have I got 1, 2. I have 4 potions of healing. I have 1 potion of greater healing. I have I guess, 1. Well, this one's pricey. It's 1 superior. It's an oil of sharpness. Let's see, what else can I get you?
You got anything that will shrink me?
Oil shrinking.
Look, like a little man.
Hmm.
I
I'm sorry, dear.
don't
I'm
know
sorry,
if they do
dear.
little here.
Not exactly a popular item, you know. It's sorry, I don't have it. I don't have that, my dear.
Anything that can make me big then? Just any sort of change in shape.
Sorry, I don't. Not for something of that size. You would have to go to the Bourbon Bay, the main the main hub. This is mother's love, baby. There's hunters and there's fishermen. You know, there's no need for something that will make you bigger out here, dear. Oh, apologize. I got the healing potions. I got some poisons. That's about it.
All right, so that was
Anything to heighten
4
my
healing,
reflexes?
2 greater.
Is there
1
anything to
superior.
heighten my reflexes?
Sorry, dear. 4 healing, 2 greater, 1 superior, 1 oil of sharpness, and she has a handful of bottles of poison.
I greet Mother in Orcish and ask her in Orcish how much for the 4 potions of healing, the 2 greater and the superior.
All the healing potions. I will tell you. Because I don't do math.
My party gives me so much shit for pulling out a calculator. I'm glad that this is not that sort of space.
Why would I mean, come
No,
on.
heck no.
Come on. I'm not about to do all that. I mean,
We've got 2 real life artificers in the group, and so they're just scary good at that sort of thing.
oh yeah,
I
we
just,
have.
I watch Mother calculating on her abacus how much I owe her, and I silently wonder how it is she's run a shop for so long, but I try to keep that thought off of my face as much as possible.
Well, she said all that together will be 1,200 gold.
Well, I have 750 to put in. Any others?
Yeah, I can put up the rest.
Oh,
She starts
Just I
handling.
turn to
She
Saga
can't
and I
do
say,
all-
just so you know, that was the last of what I have. I want to make sure we make it out of this alive.
Let me do the math to see how much I have left for that.
The oil of sharpness. What does that do?
Yeah, I want that.
Okay.
It's let me pull that up
hey,
for you.
I'll take some of them poisons.
Okay. The poisons are sorry, I had all those other things posted up. The poisons are about 150 gold each, and the bottle of the oil of sharpness, that one's 800 gold.
I'll take that if nobody else wants it. I think that would be very good for my battle axe.
I smile to Saga and
Got
say,
it.
none of us can afford it.
I will take a single poison vial.
Okay, so you guys will go ahead and if you go on
Wait.
your D&D Beyond,
Don't we
You got
don't
it.
we still have the bag of platinum?
Like platinum?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still have platinum.
Oh,
Huh?
Maybe we use that for the healing. Let me see. What is that in gold?
let's see. Oof. That's a good question. 10 gold is 1 platinum. So
Shit ton of platinum.
10 gold is 1 platinum.
yeah, I want to save that for like a good bartering trip later. I don't mind spending my 150 on that.
Okay.
But the health potions, we might just want to use the.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'll do the oil out of pocket.
mhm.
But maybe for the healing potions, we just want to use party funds.
Yeah, because I don't want you to go broke though. I mean,
Yes.
I appreciate it, but
Stuff for the group, we'll just use platinum for, and then personal stuff we'll just buy it.
Alrighty.
I
As you
agree.
guys divvy it up, go ahead and put into your whoever wants to manage the inventory. D&D Beyond has all those items. As far if let me know if you find the oil of sharpness easily enough.
What kind of? Am I just doing a potion of poison?
Yes.
Okay.
Sharpness.
Yes. It should be called oil of sharpness.
Yeah, got it.
Sweet.
Ooh, that's tight.
I'm still trying to figure out how much that platinum is.
So-
I already forgot the number I told you.
I didn't know that a potion of poison looks exactly like a potion of healing and smells like a potion of healing. Good to know.
So
Nice.
don't confuse those two.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and taste.
God. So
It
you
is
wouldn't
how-
even know until you died.
It is
So-
actually poison masked by illusion magic,
Ah.
and it can only be identified with an identity spell. Okay.
Nice. Let's see.
So I'm finding Greater, Superior, and Supreme, but I don't see the regular healing potion.
You should just if you just click potion. Well, like I'll
Is the
Oh, I found it.
supreme healing potion just like a regular one with
Is that-
tomatoes and sour cream?
pretty much yeah. It says potion of healing superior. It's at 8d4 plus 8. It's a big boy. It's one of those like it can that's almost potentially full. You know, depending on your low health, it can give you a lot of bump back.
I, for one, believe that we should allow Saga to carry the greater potion, as she's the only one that I'm 100% sure is earnest.
Oh, you don't trust me?
I don't know
I'm
you,
a
friend.
I'm a big fuzzy bear pig.
As much as I
Does that
love
help?
big fuzzy bear pigs.
Hey,
Yeah,
mean,
I can hang on to that, and then I also put the group funds in the general chat so that we've all got an eye on that.
Sweet, great, awesome note taking, everyone. Very proud of you. And it's just like, and you see Kadruna just looking over, is like, I hope this is enough. You guys cleared me out.
This is perfect. Thank you so much, Kadruna.
And she
We're
crafts.
gonna be by the tavern later tonight.
Oh, if I go there, I will murder Barrick. So it's probably best, as she like holds both of your hands, that I murder him when you leave, so you know his death is not on your hands.
great.
Appreciate it.
As you see her kind of going back and just kind of tending to the shop. A few other people start walking in. Some customers are starting to go, and some orcs just buying different, spices and roots for their gardens and different salves. And she starts putting things together. And Tara just leans over, is like, "Wherever you guys like to go, I can tell you where, you know where Old Nan is. So, just head north to Father's Resolve."
My boy
but-
here wants to get some armor, right?
Yeah, I want to get some light armor.
I mean,
You know?
there's a blacksmith. I mean, you can check the smiths, but it's mostly a staple. He does horseshoes and repairs around town. He might have something. He might,
Maybe some hide or something. Yeah. we'll
Quick
check it out.
aside, what kind of equipment do we have already? Because my character sheet already has equipment built into it for
Yeah.
the character creation.
Yeah. Yeah, you would like whatever armor you're proficient in. I would assume you would have the common aspect of that armor.
Mhm, True.
So
Yeah.
if you're proficient in light armor, or you can, if your character should have it in their equipment. If you don't, you would have it. So what you would be going for would be you see if they have something better
Mhm.
than
Then
whatever
common
you're-
stuff.
yeah. Because let's see, but you're a monk. You don't wear armor, if I recall. Monks are
Armor?
yeah. You don't like, as far as monks go. You
Yeah.
get the defense bonus because your AC is based off of your dexterity.
Mhm.
Unarmored defense is way better, so you don't really want to wear anything.
Oh, okay.
Like except for just like elegant robes, if you want to change your robes and shit.
All right, I don't want to put
You,
robes
you
on.
can get yourself some bracers. You would be looking for bracers.
Mhm.
Okay.
So things like that could give you a little bit of a bump. And
Okay.
so that's something you would be looking for, just to give you. So again, you can try your luck.
Let's try. Yeah, it's got a staple, but we can look, I guess. Yeah.
If you guys do head to an armorer, I'm probably gonna peel off and go check in on my family.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Guess we'd head over to the blacksmith to see if I can find some bracers. Sheesh.
Okay.
Brace yourselves.
Who's accompanying the family reunion, and who's going to the Smiths?
Oh man.
I'll go to the smith.
and of course Larcanis. Connor, go.
I think
Connor,
Connor
are you
should go to
going?
the family reunion.
Connor, you going to the family reunion or the Smiths?
I'm going to go to the family reunion. I don't think anyone should be alone in the city, regardless of how familiar they are.
Valid.
All right, here we go. It might be a little dysfunctional, so be prepared, my friend.
No worries, I can wait at the door if need be.
But I did run away from home and haven't talked to my family since then, so.
Listen, mood.
I am happy to be going to the Smiths then. I shall take my leave.
On that
Maybe we
note,
can find ourselves a roast chicken stand or something on the way.
Of course, yeah.
Because I am famished.
Maybe that lotion too.
go ahead. Whoever wants to roll for the
focus.
party. If Saga and we'll say Connor, Saga and Jago, just roll initiative, see whose path we go to first.
I got a 22 in initiative.
That's a nat one.
Alrighty. So we'll get to you next campaign, and as you guys, as you step out, the staples are very large. They're like you're now like further down alongside the town. It's a little bit more rustic, a little bit more. You start seeing more. There's a lot more staples and pens, and you're a little bit deeper to where there's more farm areas. Again, it's very dense. It's very crowded. This place is overpopulated, and you see a guy welding on an anvil. He seems like he's working on a horseshoe. As you guys approach,
Hey.
What?
Hello, kind blacksmith. How's your day going, man? We're here for the games. I was wondering if maybe you had some bracers on you, by chance.
Oh. Go back to.
Bracers.
Don't have.
You think how much would it cost you to make a bunch of maybe say a bunch of those horseshoes over there? Using them.
Horseshoe bracers. Nice. Good idea.
Could.
I mean, you're not using the materials anyways. I mean, it's sort of like a snout to tail situation here.
Give me a persuasion check.
15.
15. $300 gold. Done by
Alright.
tomorrow.
When do the games start again?
Couple days.
Oh yeah,
But
let's
we
do
have
it.
to do the qualifiers for. I'm not here, but we have to do the qualifiers before the games
We
start.
do have to do the qualifiers, which means we got to go defeat Old Nan. So maybe that will be your price for coming back.
I want those bracers. I need that. I'm sorry before any battle. I need my. I gotta even for the
It is very
qualifier.
valid.
Yeah.
He looks over at you. 500.
Wait,
tonight.
What?
500 to have them tonight.
What now?
Can I do a sort of like a? I just want to like look him up and down, sort of try to guess if I would be stronger than him.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
16.
16. What's your strength?
My strength, I have a +5 because it's 20.
20. You got you are stronger by a little bit.
Well, for Blue
He-
Chew in
he-
a home wrestling match, will you do it for 300 tonight?
You offer a game. And he moves the pants over.
He's with it. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Alrighty.
I stare in excitement. at the match that's about to start.
Go ahead and roll your strength modifier.
18.
As you guys start pressing through, his arm starts to start going.
And I wink at him.
Random. You guys don't know it. Did Kadruna's mom say something similar to that? I don't know.
Something like that.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
9.
9. You're back in the center. Go again.
Oh shit.
13.
13. Go more.
Ooh, 23.
23. It's almost there. One more.
In this shit. Come on, Jago.
And I was like, one more thing before we do this. It's free if I just tap it, right?
Fuck you.
18.
He got 23.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
well then.
Oh.
Oh god.
All right. You want to up the stakes?
What?
If I win, it's free. If you win, I'll pay double.
Deal.
Oh god. This is deep, man.
Supernatural 20.
Ooh.
His arm, like, he kicks the anvil over, like, he's just throwing things, upset. Come back tonight. Hey,
Whoa. Jago, what a fucking
Rule
show.
of cool. That was good.
Whoa. Very nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Welcome, mate. I want to set my teammates up right.
I'm forever within your debt, man. Ah, shit. Feel good after that.
I think we earned ourselves a drink.
Yes, we have.
And I turn to the blacksmith. I go, "Hey, if I see you at the bar, mate, one's on me."
Oh, or on you.
Okay.
As in the meantime, Tara and Saga and Connor are walking. Your parents' home is kind of not terribly far from Oak Town. One of the reasons why you grew up with Tara in the first place, along the outskirts of what the Tiefling population more lives on. You see the houses they're taller rather than wide. Log, like more like tall log cabins out, but the activity outside is still apparent. You see more. This is more the natives. You see tieflings, some guys just kind of talking amongst each other. Or children running around playing games. Some people, playing a little bit of music along the sides. You see some shops and food establishments, small little booths. And as you go up to the door, Tara just knocks on the door and then immediately turns right around and walks down like, they never really liked me as much.
I reach over and say, "You're already here. It's too late to go back. You have to do this."
I don't, though.
I really can't unring a bell.
And
And so I'm just kind of like anxiously rubbing my necklace as I wait for someone to answer the door.
I lean over and say, "Good luck."
Anybody
no one
answer?
answers.
I knock again.
No one answers.
There's a shop next door?
No. It's all houses.
Right.
It's all houses.
Okay.
You can get. What's your passive perception?
Oh, that's a great question.
Enough to know something's
14.
wrong.
14.
14. You hear jostling inside.
Okay.
But so someone's home.
Okay, so I knock again and I go, "Hey, Mom? Dad?"
Sorry. Here's some foot coming up. Door opens. Older tiefling man. And the second he opens the door, you immediately smell the alcohol on his breath. And he's kind of haggard and looks down.
Hey, Dad.
You staying? Or are you running?
I don't know yet.
Your mom's not here.
Where is she?
Left about a year ago. Got a job over at Bourbon Bay. I don't know.
Doing okay?
Yeah, he just he leaves the door open, walks back, goes back to his drink, and throwing a log on the fire. Even though it's relatively humid, he seems like he's just mulling around doing stuff. Place looks like he just doesn't give a fuck. It's you see some of his tools laying
Where's
around.
everybody else, Dad?
They all went away. You were just a star. Apparently, when you got sick of this place, everyone else did. Ain't seen your brother in a while, and family don't come around here no more. I embarrass them. So what are you doing here? Why'd you come back? You never
Back
wrote.
for the games.
Oh, that's what you come back for. Now say hi to Mom. Tell us you're alive. Only reason we know is because of Tara. Only reason we know you fucking alive. Don't overstay. He gets up, grabs his drink, and just kind of walks into his room.
Dad, I'm gonna take back Father's resolve.
So you came back
We're
to
gonna
die.
go home. No, I came back to bring us home. I came back to make you proud.
There ain't no more pride in me to give out. Do what you want.
Just watch. And I leave with that.
By the way, this is Connor.
I wave and I say, "Have a good evening." And I shut the door behind me.
Alrighty. Well, you leave you're now standing outside your old house. Where would you like to go?
I turn to Saga and ask, "Are you okay?
No.
Do you want to try and find something to kill or drink?"
Drink sounds nice, and if somebody else starts the pub fight, it's not my fault.
Sounds like my kind of party. Let's go.
As you all seem to venture back to, as you guys both have said, you're going to find a drink, and best drink and food to be had is at the Spinning Storm, Varric's establishment, tavern, and inn. As you guys all have found yourself meeting up around the same amount of time.
I know
The
these
universe
ugly
has
men.
its way of working out.
You walk in, and it's a large tavern with 2 stories where the bedrooms would be, and large tables and roasted pig and deep buttery bread and fried. You smell a lot of flour as some of the meat is fried. You see fried pork, fried chicken, big biscuits, with gravy poured along the side. Like these are large feasts, and whole chickens roasted on the tables, as you know, a lot of the patrons are of a larger variety. So hearty meals to
I'd
be
like
had.
to look and see and check which of these dishes is the most authentic of Lomér and Orcish culture.
Go ahead and roll perception.
He's just eating 3 beans in the
I mean, it's all made by a Tiefling.
I got an 8.
An 8. So smells nice. That's all you get. From what you remember, here's the thing. From what you remember, one of the plates does look familiar to you. You know, it's a type of stew with thick sausages put in, a hearty. You see onions and some potatoes and some rice and this little red broth, really steamy. It reminds you of what your nana used to serve you.
This
when you were
looks
a
like a
kid.
stew that I'm familiar with. This seems to be a very authentic dish, in my opinion.
Baby food.
As you guys see, you also see in the middle of the table, you see standing right across from one another a variety of different large men with their stouts. And they drink. Again! As these variety of drink games are being had, and waiters and waitresses are moving with the place. It's like, hey, okay, you're drinking, you're eating. What we doing? What we doing? You're taking up space.
A little bit of both. Put those hands together, mate.
All right, sit over there. There's a table right over there. And you sit.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Yep.
Sit down. I'll order an ale.
Okay. And she's like, okay, L. Anything else?
You guys measure your meat by flagon? I'll have a flagon of meat, please.
Well, then it only comes in.
I'll have a flagon of meat and some chicken and a biscuit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Can I get a leg of turkey covered in that gravy, and plus some of that fried pork you said you had earlier, and a side of rice?
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll take 2 flagons of ale, please, and keep a third warm for me.
No problem. No problem. Is it just gonna be L?
Just ale.
No, I'll take the chicken and biscuits too. I've missed Varric's biscuits the last few years.
Of course. All right, I'll get that out to you. As you guys, as the waitress walks off, you start seeing general passive perception. You guys are all over 10. You see a few card games going on. You see a drinking game going. You see a few of the competitors. You see the men you fought on the ship. Him and his men are around his crew talking. You also see the other orc gentleman who checked you. Him and 2 out of his other guys. They're drinking, minding their own business, but people have given them a sort of wide berth.
Yeah, is that dude over there that disrespected you earlier?
It definitely is. But I'm gonna chill. It's not the place.
Save it for the games.
I point over to the guys in the drinking game, and I look to Saga and I say, I'm pretty sure the guy who's up next, you could drink under the table.
I think I might be able to.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna scope out her competition.
Okay. Let me pull that guy up. You see, one of the ones at the table is the orc man that you had the fisticuffs with. You know, he's holding a big piece of raw meat over his eye, where he has blackened, but still. Meanwhile, there's a dwarf in front of him, and the dwarf's just. Next. Yeah.
All All right, so my ale comes. I walk over. I just kind of thud it down on the table, and I go, "All right, shipmate, what are we playing?"
Drink. First to lose their guts will pass out.
All right. Cheers.
Fill her up. And the woman comes over, fills up his flagon, and it's drink, and pours it back. Roll Constitution.
Check or save?
Check.
That's really bad, regardless. Oh no! Oh, that's a 9.
9. He shoots it down. You're. Anytime.
Somebody tickle him.
And as you put it down, that's one loss. It's best out of 3. So, again. And they fill her up.
Hang on, I dropped my dice. All right, that's 13.
13. You found that first one. It was just a gimme. You know, it's been a while since it's whatever. You just getting used to it again, and then you just found that perfect tilt. Shoot it right down. All right, guys, like, oh shit. 1 and 1. Last one.
I make this next one hot Saga.
6.
And you turn it down. He finishes it at the same time. You're and the ale just starts spitting out of your mouth. And it kind of got a little bit everywhere. You know what? Give me a performance to see how see if you do it.
I'm rolling so badly. These dice are going in jail. That's a 5.
You on a little bit on him, a little bit on the table. The guy next to you. You knock over the ale. You spilled party foul along the table, and you're coughing, and you are ridiculously drunk. So you are at a disadvantage for all but dexterity checks. You have advantage on dexterity right now, and you have advantage on persuasion. You're feeling yourself. You feel like you can play with with the axe kind of a little bit, but everything else is disadvantage.
I take the 2 extra flagons that I ordered, and I put one in front of Saga and the orc, and I say, "Well played."
Puts it up.
Keep it.
Double fists it. Zord. He reaches out his hand to you.
Get a big old, get the shakes in.
Meanwhile.
So guys, I'm just going to drink. You should talk to Varric, because he knows more about Father's Resolve than anybody else on this island. And I think you should hear the whole story from him, because I'm too drunk to talk about history right now.
Actually, I have learned that the best history is always learned from the drunk.
It's unfiltered.
They don't feel like lawyers.
Do I spot Varric anywhere?
Yeah, you see him. He's around the bars. He's an older guy, so he's more managing than actually busting the tables as much as he used to. You see him fiddle around with, he has some paperwork in his hand. He moves things around, talking to the bartender. He's working, but approachable. And
Varric, you didn't see that, did you?
Oh, he walks over. You would think all that time away, you would have developed some type of fortitude of that bladder. You disappointed me, child. There, I expected more.
I saw my dad today.
Oh,
We just need you to tell us about Old Nan. It didn't go good. You know it didn't go good.
Yeah,
So can you just tell us about Old Nan? Because that's kind of what I need right now.
Okay, well.
I stumble and fall behind them. This is my first lager in forever. I am a
Why don't you all give me, if you guys have been drinking, give me a constitution check for you guys.
Oh my god.
My flagon is half full, but somehow I haven't drunk anything so far.
Okay.
I drank the
I
whole
have
thing.
been taking fake sips like that dude at the party that nobody likes.
Okay, well then Larcanis, give me a constitution check.
I literally love the taste of it, so I drank it really fast, and now I'm gone. I have -1 on Constitution. Do I roll on this?
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
you
roll.
have to
Give me a
minus
roll,
one for whatever you roll.
because if you get a negative, if you get into the negatives, I'm gonna have fun.
Oh my god! Wait. So am I rolling the
Roll
D20?
D20, yeah.
And 11.
11.
Yeah.
You got disadvantage. It hit you. It hit you hard. You have disadvantage on all your checks, with the exception of your dexterity and your persuasion. Is
All
yeah.
right.
You belch a little bit of fire.
Acid, actually.
Acid.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh shit.
You mean like you grow accustomed to covering it and
I'm like taking notes over what is happening to him.
You're noticing the Dragonborn can't really handle his ale a little bit.
Have you ever seen a Dragonborn do that before?
No,
This is new. I've been a lot of places. I travel a lot. I've never seen this before.
I was worried that the table was about to be on fire, but you know, I'm just glad that it was stomach boil and not fire.
Well, I think it's acid. Is this? I kind of like look a little bit closer. Don't want to get too close because I feel like I'm gonna throw up again. But is that acid?
It is more.
Is that burning through things?
Yes. Sorry.
The game's brains all types.
Wait, do you mind if we get a new table, or do you have a mage in here that can just whip this up real quick, because this is gross?
I'm so sorry, Varric.
I apologize.
I mean, you
I
can
can
stand
miss
along
it.
the wall. You can stand along the wall if you would like. This is the last table that you have.
I mean, I puked at the other guy's table, so ours only has acid on it.
You have actually destroyed 2 of my tables, and you see the waitress who's like mopping it up and giving you the most evil eyes, and she's.
Oh no, let me hear. I'll help you with that. I
Oh
go
no,
grab
it's
a
fine.
bag
It's
and-
fine.
Right.
It's fine. I'm already done. Yes.
I start
you guys
trying to
cool if
mop
I
up
give her?
the
Are
Dragonborn
you guys cool
vial
if I
and-
give her one of the platinum?
Yeah. Oh, you give her a platinum?
I give her a
Yeah.
platinum for having to clean up his stomach acid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sorry, guys.
Varric, if you have to replace the tables, I will cover the cost. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, child. It's
So-
fine.
I'm not good at carpentry, but alchemy, yes. So if you need any alchemy.
I tap Arcanus
Sure.
on the shoulder. It's fine. There's no table in here without vomit on it or acid, I'm sure.
Acid is new, but yes, you are correct on the vomit. What would
Now,
you
am
like?
Good
Am I
man.
gonna have to pay for a second plate of food, considering the first one has acid all over it?
Give me a persuasion check.
It's pre-digested for your pleasure.
Persuasion, 20, not natural.
Oh, yeah, natural. He smiles at you. He's like, "You're getting a friend's discount already, so no, you are
I
paying
did
for
not. I was not aware of the discount prior to more haggling.
We don't bargain with Varric and Kajuna. Them's the rules.
it." All right. Well, what do you want to know?
Also, they don't know anything. They're not from here. They don't know anything. We're about to get super messed up, and they don't know what we're going into.
If you could give us a
Okay.
rundown from the top, Varric, we would appreciate it.
Well,
And now I will drink more mead.
all right. Yeah. was a while ago. Before this young one was even born, majority of the Tieflings here, a few of the Orcs lived over at Father's Resolve, and they also lived at another one of their hardened shell tribes further to the east. Old Nan. She used to be Nan Freed. Tiefling woman. Little touched. But she owned the one potion shop in town, Duck. She would only open that shop on occasion. She lived deep in the woods. Your mother, looks over at Tara. She was her only friend. Alchemist, herbs, they talk shop. One day, a couple of the men decide to have fun in the evil at her cabin. I don't know what darkness was in her. I don't know what she called out to. They speak of old death. Some say that she called on the old god. The old death god that no one prays to anymore. Taluna. Says she answered back. Nefri turned. She slaughtered the men. And with her came corruption. Nothing would grow. Farms, nothing. Nothing that could sustain human. The trees dried. Then people started disappearing. One by one. The game left. Even the Orc tribe, where their land was still good, but there was no more prey. All the food had dried up, so they went deeper into the mountain, making it more difficult to hunt. Nothing could survive. So we all left. A couple of years later, a few of the men tried to see if they could take it back, see if they could fix it. They didn't come back. A couple of years later, a few more men went. They didn't come back. The Orc war chief went, and he didn't come back. I don't know how Nan got that power and who's granting it to her. Only one person's ever survived her encounter. One day, everyone went. 30 men. Nowhere to be found. Almost like she abandoned the whole village. They thought maybe she had gone. The men slept. 5 of them didn't wake up. Then the next night, 10 didn't wake up. The remaining few were slaughtered on their way, running back. One survived. The only thing he said over and over again was, "Forgive us. Forgive us." He muttered that for days. And then he didn't wake up. There's darkness at Father's Resolve. Good luck. You can have some rooms up there. 2 bed each. I got 2 rooms left. First night's on the house. I gotta get back. He gets up and
Varyn, before you go,
yes.
If the blacksmith comes in for his nightly drink, his drinks are on me. Just put it on my tab.
Oh, absolutely. No problem. You're friends with that asshole?
No, I'll beat him in an arm wrestling match for a free weapon, and then I said to make up for it, I'll give him, because I mean, like, what's 60 gold compared to that, you know?
You beat Bailey in an arm wrestling match?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hold on. Hey! This motherfucker beat Bailey in an arm wrestling match! Oh, shit!
Very
I just
impressive.
want to make sure y'all know to tell him when he comes in, make sure you put some ice on his arm. All right.
Now, you can rag him, but he drinks free or not, because I am an
No
honorable
problem.
man. Let that get around.
No problem. No problem. We'll settle up when you guys go up. And waitress comes as Varric leaves. She tallies up. Okay, for the L, they told me we're not charging you for the room for the first night. So with everything, and if, for the sake of argument, if Bailey gets his usual, so 10 gold.
Fair.
Yeah,
That
as
was
you guys drink and marry, this is some free time until it's around middle of the day. Later on to the evening, you're kind of mid to evening now. If you guys like to take a short rest, it seems like you're approaching the hours of when Bailey said he would have your armor fixed. If you, unless you guys want to have some chitter chat, we can just fast forward to that.
Is there any sort of like in that little town, like some sort of like place that would have any documents or files or any sort of like records on the sort of artifact I'm looking for?
Library.
There's sneaky boy.
There's a library. This you would have passed it on the way in. It's very small. It's, this is not like a grand historian villa. This is where you see, like, when you were walking by, where you saw a lot of the kids there being taught to read. So it's kind of a makeshift tutoring area. So nothing that you would think would have scrolls of the ancient past.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go do whatever. Take a nap. I'm down.
I, for one, would love to go find some street food. I'm starving.
Oh yeah. Oh, the food did get acid all over
And
it.
I want to go see my mom.
That's right. My bad.
Well, I know where the best street food is. I'm gonna go see my mom, but if you want, on the way, I can show you the best place for sandwiches.
I'll grab one to
They
go
haven't
on our way to
been
see your
easy.
mother.
You
Okay.
want to see round two?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Tara, who's also by, she's like puts her hand on her shoulder, like, your mom's all the way in Bourbon Bay now. That's a little bit of a trek. You wouldn't be back until if you went over there, you wouldn't be back for a while. That's like half a day.
You're right. It feels wrong. Go someplace I might die without talking to her first.
Well, look at it this way. When you see her next, you'll have a better story to tell her.
Well, here we go, I guess. Street food it is.
Alrighty. As you guys step out, you see a variety of bars and pits of where the little fire pits where there's grills going, and see a few people throw some hunks of meat and chopping it up into nice little refined shreds of meat, seasoned meat that's kind of put in a bread inside this big thick buttery bread, and you see people eating it or dipping it in gravy, and it's just a variety of food establishments all along.
They're carbohydrates out here, don't they?
Yeah.
Anything on the street's gonna be good. I'm gonna go get a sandwich because I think it'll help me sober up a little faster. I go to the closest one. I go, hi, can I just get one sandwich, please?
Yeah, no problem. And puts it all together, and he says, like, onion. And it's some tomatoes, and it's more of a steak that's just kind of put in between, scrunched, and slides it over.
I reach out and say, one more of those, exactly the same way.
Same with everything on it, please.
Oh yeah, everything. You reach in, and this type of red ichor that drizzles on the top, and That's everything.
About to say, can I get two of those? And, but one with owl juice. Do you have any owl juice?
Dry. Yeah. Goldfish silver. It's 5 silver. And
I'll pay the lot for everyone.
Okay. This is why you always travel with somebody local.
I agree.
Tourists don't come here.
Nice.
you guys bite in. It is delicious. Seasoning, like but the guy who got with everything, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, am I still drunk?
Oh, you're not drunk anymore.
Okay.
But you got everything on the sandwich to see if you can handle the spice factor.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh, I should have told you. Tieflings get their food spicy. I hope this is okay.
So the 16 minus. Oh wait, it's a saving throw. So yeah, it's still fucking minus. So 15.
15.
Ain't bad.
That's good.
It's got the spice. It definitely got it. It's like you're like someone who was a little overzealous with the mango habanero. So it's like, okay. You see how they play. You see how they play. You can roll.
All right, this is cool. I like this. I like spicy. Let's go. It's good.
I ain't gonna lie. I was really hoping for a natty one. I'm not gonna lie.
Slimy yet satisfying.
I was gonna give you the bubble guts. I was so gonna give you the bubble guts.
I was ready for it, but I was like, oh no.
As you guys are like eating this succulent food and listen to some of the natural music from the city, you see Bailey walking as the hours have grown, and you see Bailey walking towards it with he's carrying in a large pouch, and he seems like he's looking around, and when he catches your eye, he starts walking up to you, throws you a bag, and gave you bracers of defense.
Nice.
So go ahead and go to your. Actually, I can probably.
And they look like horseshoes.
Right.
They look like horseshoes. Yeah,
Badass.
but each one kind of curved in that forms around you.
Badass. That was such a good idea, man. I really appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
I will. If you type in bracers, it should just come up as bracers of defense.
I'm not getting anything in this thing, if I'm being honest.
So yeah, when you go to like equipment,
Well, I got you.
there.
I got you, bud.
Yeah, like I see the equipment in the search bar, but I've been typing
and then
stuff.
it said you gotta hit that like add items button, and then it brings over another thing.
I just got you, man. I already added into your gear.
Okay, cool.
Bracers of archery.
And so you see them on you put them on, they fit great.
Nice.
And as you put them on, you twist your wrists, and the horseshoes around there start vibrating. You feel like this, and it's like giving like a small vibration that almost kind of stresses your muscles just the right way, as if you're working out. So you have you feel like you're
perfect muscle tension. Yeah,
it's nice, blood's flowing there, and you feel good. And
your punches sound like gallops.
And just by doing that, once you put those on, you feel the surge. Your AC is now, as long as you wear them, has increased by 2. I already added it to your
let's go.
To your armor class. So your armor class is now 15.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
buddy.
Awesome. Let's do this. I'm ready.
As you hear, as when Bailey walks into power, you immediately, once he walks into the tavern, you guys hear as you're outside a boisterous laughter coming from that, and they're like, "Get him some ice! Get him some ice! The teddy bear broke him! You gotta."
And I just sit quietly.
Strong. I was working all day. I was already tired.
It's cool. It's cool. The sun was in my eyes.
Alrighty.
That's great.
as you guys getting together, Tara's like, you guys can I can take you guys if you guys are ready. I can take you. I'll ride you guys as far as I'm willing to go, or you can get some rest and hit out in the morning.
I think I need to sleep before I go take care of evil things.
Yes, agreed. We should take a rest.
All right. As you guys go up to your rooms, accommodations seem fair. They seem fair. Like 2 beds, feather, and there's a wash. It's like relatively large enough for 2 orc-sized beds. There's a wash basin in your room. Window. You actually got yourself a nice room. The window peers out to the ocean. As you can see the waves go, you kind of see the back head of one of the champion statues. Can't really make it out, but you imagine if you were looking at the tavern coming in, it would look pretty. But yeah, and grateful rest is given. If you guys were all full health anyway, so all of those who were drunk are now sobered up. It is now the bright early morning. As you head out, we see Varric sitting down, kind of wiping down some of the tables, kind of getting ready for the morning. And
Good morning, Varric.
good morning. Yes. I wish you the best.
Morning,
I
Varric.
really- My dear, please come back.
I will try.
Okay.
You
We're
will.
gonna go home.
Okay. And he looks over at you, Larcanis. The orcs. Some of the orcs over on the corner table. Just watch yourself, okay? They don't take some of them don't take kindly to outsiders competing in the first place, and just be careful, okay?
I will definitely take your words to heart. Thank you.
Tara's outside. She's all set already for you.
Let's do this.
As you guys, unless there's anything you guys would like to do before you head out, Tara on her elk with the carriage drawn heads out. You guys start going over the bridge, going further north into the Forgotten Woods. Seems fairly pleasant, smooth road. Hour passes, and 2, and 3. Around 4-hour mark, the roads seem now after 4 hours of riding, the roads start getting a little bit rougher. Seems like it was unkempt for a while, and she stops. She's like, I can't go any further, guys. I'm sorry. This is as far as I'm comfortable with, and I ain't gonna risk my girl. She pets her elk. You just follow the road. You'll get there.
Well, thank you for taking us this far, because I would have been exhausted had you not.
Of course. Good luck. And she looks over at you, holds out, grabs your hand. Come home. Okay.
Well, be safe, my friend.
I reach out to Tara and I give her another firm shake and I say in Orcish, "You be safe as well. We'll see you when we return." And I promise that Saga's in good hands.
Can I just hug her?
All right. She kinda like-
Hug.
She, as you hug her, she kind of like looks you up and down a little bit, and then she looks over at Saga. She's like, gives a good strong hug. Like kind of like as you, it's just like, oh yes, that's nice. And like just she just steals the feel. She just steals it, and she's like, well, don't die. Now, as you guys venture on, I would like to know your order of movement. Who is going first?
I am I'm going to take up the rear with the crossbow.
I'm the tankiest and I know the terrain the best, so I'll take the front.
I will remain in a position of opportunity at best I can, slightly behind Saga.
I will keep my fists at the ready, at the side of Connor. Right? Looks we got a line going here.
We're
Well,
going in a diamond formation.
Yeah, we got like a diamond for exactly.
Like,
Okay.
Well, you probably have all swords covered. Pull out my crossbow.
yeah, I got my axe just ready.
Alrighty. Now, I would like one of you to roll d12. Anyone?
All right, I'm on it.
This
Yeah.
is not a D12.
3.
Okay. As you now, I'm sorry, real quick. If I just making sure I have everything all together. You guys said the one leading is Saga. Behind Saga is Connor. To the side of Connor is Larcanis, and then
Bringing
coming
up
up
the rear.
okay. And you rolled what was that number you rolled?
A 3.
A 3. As you guys start walking along, you keep walking a little bit further. Jago, as you're wandering down the path, you start feeling a tremor. Start feeling a familiar essence, but it's wrong. It just feels wrong. As you guys start walking by, ever since you've been here, it was a very humid weather. It's all essence a tropical island, but the area has gotten remarkably dry. You look around and you can look at one of the trees and it's delicate. You scratch it, as like completely dry. You still feel the weather of the humidity, but the land it might as well be a desert. Even though it's early day, the clouds just kind of formed and kind of create this dark storm. Just everything feels like the life is just slowly drained out of it as you walk along. As you continue, are you guys just walking normally?
I'm keeping a close eye out. I'm looking ahead on the road and just kind of checking our sides and making sure that we're not being ambushed.
Okay. All right. Give me perception. And are you guys just being precautious, or are you guys just keeping an eye out but moving regularly, or are you keeping an eye out and moving slowly, like stealth wise?
I'll leave that to Saga.
Pretty regularly, but I'm looking closely.
Okay.
Perception is a 19.
All right. Good. Very good. As you guys are approaching, it's getting darker and darker. It's so weird. And land starts crunching. You start feeling the dryness of the road. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, cool.
16.
Okay.
14.
15.
Wisdom. I'm looking at a 17.
Okay, very good. Good rolls all around. As you guys start approaching, you just feel this eerie fucking feel. You've all braced death at one point or another in your travels, and as cliche as it is, you have a bad feeling. And maybe a couple years back, you would have said, "Fuck this," turn around and run. Everything, because your body is telling you don't go further, but you kind of shake it off. Okay.
I put the crossbow away and I say, fuck this. And then out of one of my arm bucklers, you see a hand axe just pop out, and I grab it. and then out of the other one, you see a scimitar come out, and I'm just fucking ready.
As you guys approach
my
along.
axe is drawn in my hands.
Okay.
I got my
Okay.
rapier at the ready.
All right. As you guys approach along, you look out and you see a little cabin, kind of off into the distance. You know, long since ramshack. You see a few skeletons along the path, but what you definitely notice is this ghastly figure that's just hovering along, motionless, just walking aimlessly, and you hear, "Forgive us. Forgive us," as it just kind of moves, just as if not even acknowledging anything. He seems to have not noticed you.
And
I notice that? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, could I notice that these are lost souls? I have like +3, like intelligence and religion. Can I like bless the area?
As far as if you have a spell that does that, I do not know.
Ah, right.
But you can give you can do a.
Is there something that some way I can parlay with them since I'm like since I took that pact with the Great Old One?
Mm-hmm. You can tell you what you can give me. You both can give me a religion check.
I help just because I know
Oh, jeez, come
things
on.
about the island and might be able to like give them insight as to like the religious traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled a damn 5.
I'm helping you. So, do you want me to roll, or do you want him to have advantage?
So when
All right.
everyone wants to help, this is what I'll say. You guys can all roll collectively, and I'll average the score, or someone can roll with advantage.
Let me see what my modifier is.
If I have an A next to it, does that already mean advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I got advantage on it already.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll take a roll so that we've got an extra.
Go for it.
I'm not too religious. Sorry.
That's a straight 11.
Okay. And
Roll 1, roll 2, natural 20.
natural 20. You immediately recognize the type of essence this is. You know, the first one in front of you is a wraith, and seems like which in your studies is someone who died very bad and is cursed in a sense to walk. So whatever essence is holding him to his plane is what you would have to it can attempt to destroy it. There are ways to combat wraiths. As far as expel them, it's undead, so you know that about the creature. And wraiths they're dangerous. They're definitely dangerous when there's one of them, but like when there's a type of curse that can create a wraith, chances are anything else that's died around here may have that. So it's one of those you probably don't want a lengthy fight, but it's a fight you can have. As you guys are investigating, you see past it is a much larger, more refined. The wraith in front of you is almost transparent, but still, as it passes by, the leaves move, so he does create some level of space. But further behind it is a much larger, fully plated armor wraith that you recognize as a sword wraith warrior, and it just is kneeling down, looking down, and also saying, "Forgive me, forgive me," just constantly uttering it over and over again, eyes crimson red.
I have a thought.
If we recall,
Margo, do you think we can talk to these
What
guys?
if we accept their apology?
Give me a history check on. Everyone can give me a history
yeah,
check.
let me get on the history check here.
15.
So I got a 21.
All right. Adding
With advantage, I only got a 9.
considering the stories, considering what you've heard, what you remember, these are most likely the men who attacked Nanfree. It's not your forgiveness they need.
So I'm gonna
Do I recall whether they can be reasoned with or talked to?
From that history check, they kill on sight.
Okay.
I believe that what we're looking at is a symptom rather than the cure. I don't think that cutting through these wraiths is going to help us very much. We need to find the source, and I think that we need to look around and do a little more digging before we start taking anything.
Agreed.
Yeah,
As much as I would like a fight, I don't think my axe would sink into one of these very well.
Yeah, I retract the blades. I go, is there like any sort of route around these people that we can go to? Is there like a retaining wall that we can sort of like edge around?
Give me a perception.
10.
I'm gonna try and give him a hand here.
Actually, I mean my passive perception's 12.
Okay.
My passive perception's
I think the
14,
highest-
and I'm at the front of the party.
14. Yeah. So, did you roll perception too?
I can.
Got a
That
13
is
from
going to
me.
be a 22.
22. Okay, you guys do. You see, one of the paths kind of fell in. Some of the bridge fell in, so it kind of creates a nice little barrier. You can kind of, if you sneak by there and cut through the trees, and you feel like the other side of the road, you can get around them. There's a lot of dry brush though that you would have to traverse to go around them. So
I have a how far is it?
it's about, let's see. Actually, let me share this screen.
On the stream. Boom.
So can you guys see it all right?
Mhm.
So there you guys are. So this brush is pretty thick.
Oh, you
So
can
you
zoom
guys-
in on the stream too.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can kind of go around the left, cut through these bushes, and make your way around them, and the path just kind of goes up because that's where you want to kind of go to the north west of this map. You want to get past the cabin to keep going to Father's Resolve.
I could distract them while we go the other way to try to make it easier.
I like that.
I've got thaumaturgy. So I could try to cast it like as far away from us as I can get it, and we sneak the opposite direction to make a noise or something and hope it diverts them.
Or do we want go hit them with the poison spray and then we just run?
Does poison even work on them? I mean, they're not alive.
It's a spray.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh shit, that just rolled.
I need you guys to give me a stealth check for the conversation.
All right.
21.
Is that with
Okay.
disadvantage since I'm not moving, or can it
Just
be a straight roll since I'm not moving? Because I have disadvantage because of my armor, but I'm not
It's a-
moving.
You're not moving around. You guys
Lovely.
haven't started moving yet, so it would just be a straight roll.
That's still a 9.
9.
I got a 20.
Also 9.
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
+7 to stealth, so.
So, as you guys are talking, you hear one of the wraiths who was saying "Forgive us" and go, and starts approaching to where he heard the sound. He still has not seen you, but he will be in front of you in the next 6 seconds. What are you doing?
Move.
I'm gonna
jeez.
misty step 40 feet to the left, like around him.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy. Original plan, like as far as I can in the opposite direction from where we're heading, and then I'm gonna dash the way around that we wanted to go.
Because you missed a step right there. And go ahead. Now, thaumaturgy, is it any kind of save I have to do for that, or is
Nope,
it
it's just a. So I'm creating a sound originating from a point of origin of my choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, cry of a raven, or ominous whispers.
Mhm.
And it's completely up to you how that works.
Okay. What kind of sound are you making?
I am going to make the sound of metal clanging against each other as if somebody is drawing a sword from that area.
Okay. I'll see what they're. Okay. And the. Ooh, that makes sense. All right. So, as the wraith was approaching, and you make the sound. The wraith has turned around to look in the general direction. He is currently not looking at you. And
While he's turned, I dash. I like run off as far as I can. Full movement.
are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just running?
I'm gonna try to be stealthy. I don't think I can, but I'll try.
Okay. And you guys?
I'm following
Same.
behind stealthily as possible.
Trying to be stealthy.
11.
Give
on
me
that
those.
stealth check.
Okay. Stealth checks. Give me those stealth checks. You would have dashed, so you're a little bit further up.
I got a 13.
It's a 10.
As you guys,
We're a
as
party
the
full of fails.
as the sound hits off in the end, and you guys start running. As you guys are running back, one of you, who had the lowest one?
It's me.
Not me.
I had a
As you're
13.
running, the metal of your armor just kind of clang, making even more noise than the metal you clanged around. And so the sword wraith warrior looks over in your direction, spying you. I need you all to roll initiative.
Here we go, baby.
All right.
I got a 17.
20.
Why? 6.
Damn.
17,
Shit.
6. What did you get, Jago?
20.
20. Okay.
Saga.
Saga.
6.
Oof. Okay.
Die.
Jago, you are first. You are first to attack. What are you doing?
Alright, where are you at, though? Alright, so who's closest to me?
You are about. Let me show you. So here you are. The Wraith Warrior is 40 feet, and the Wraith is 60 feet.
The 60? Cool. I'm going to. I'm going to. It's a bonus action, anyways. I'm gonna arm blade out that hand axe again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna run 30 feet towards the blue one.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, and for my attack, I'm going to try to like launch the hand axe at him and have it come back since it's like attuned to my like arm thing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Cool. Let's see. And then imbue it with. This is my first time using this, so let me see what it is I'm imbuing it with. Right of the flame. So I'll take an extra 1d6. I'll try to add an extra 1d6 damage to it, but I'll have to
Okay.
take 1d6 for my health with my
Okay.
blood magic.
Go for it.
That was a 12 plus 8, 20.
20 hits.
Yeah, cool. And then a d6 plus a d6. Alright, so 9, with 4 of that being fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. As you sweep your blade out, and fire kind of coats around it as it slashes into the wraith. The initial blow just kind of seems like it kind of passes through in hitting, but not doing the kind of damage as you would have assumed your shot would have. But the fire lashes out, and the fire pulls it back a little bit. He reacts to your fire and looks up at you and just lets out a voiceless howl that just opens his mouth wide, but you just see the blackness of his innards with no audible sound as he just kind of stares at you with reddened eyes.
Just a little gross, my friend. And for my bonus action, oh no, it takes necrotic damage. I want to do that anyways. He's already dead. Never mind. I won't take that one. Cool. Yeah, I'm good on my turn.
Okay, Connor.
So, I would like to move up behind Jago, and I'm going to see here now. I have a know my enemy passive insight where if I spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat. Did our little hangout come anywhere near that?
You would have had to say it that you were doing it.
Okay. So from there, I'm going to use a bonus action since I'm too far to attack, I believe. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me make a lunging attack.
Okay. What's the range? You are 5'10". You are 15.
Since I burned my bonus action, if he's gonna lunge, can I get down for him to boost off my back like a pounce action?
If you pass a dexterity check, I'll give you an extra 5 feet of your movement.
Okay. I have 5 feet to begin with, and I've got to make 15, right?
You can. Well, your weapon is about 5 feet. So if you do that move, bouncing off of him,
okay,
it cuts the distance by 10. It'll be only 10 feet.
So yeah, it's a natural 20.
All right, you jump right out, hit his right shoulder, get a little bit of air. You're right there in front of him. What are you doing?
All right, so we're going to go for a attack with my. I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Okay.
And I get an extra attack passively, so I get 2.
Yep. Okay. Roll to hit.
Rolling to hit. That is a 5.
You slice down, and it just kind of goes right through him.
All right. So the second attack. Oh wait, actually, let me see if I have a superior, one of my superiority dice actions to try and make that hit.
Go for it. What does it do? Tell me the
reaction. When a creature misses you, when you're wielding, add another 3 to your AC when you get hit. Opportunity attack. You make an opportunity attack when hostile creature you can see moves out of your reach. Yeah, no.
No, that's like if they backed away from you.
Yeah. So second attack.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
3.
Go in again. The rate just kind of moves around you in this smooth motion, almost like it wasn't even there, and now it's on your left side. Eyes staring deep at you, and it is now. That does it for your action?
No, I got one more.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
Level 8s can do a lot, baby.
Yeah, they can.
I'm gonna use my my luck to be able to spend another D20 on that last attack.
Go for it.
A 1.
Dude. As your fury knows no bounds, and you swear you're gonna get it next time, but it's just dancing around you, like constantly moving out of the way. Every time you slice it, you come in hard with your left, and it moves further back. You try to lunge, it just parries around you, and as you try to turn around and slice down, it's always just on your left side.
All right, so as my bonus action, I'll expend 1 superiority die to make a ranged attack with a weapon that has thrown property. I can draw the weapon as part of making this attack. So
you are very close, so I believe when you're that close, your range attacks will be at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
You have to be at least another square away.
Yeah, at least 10. You need to be you're so close. So you can go for it, but it's a disadvantage.
All right.
Because there's no impact from velocity. No.
Truth. I'll just let's let's see here. I think I will. I have to do something, so I will. I will use my action surge to allow me to move, and then I will move away from it. Give me 5 or 10 feet more. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Now that does that negate attacks of opportunity?
It does not. No, it just says you can take 1 additional action on your turn. There's no anything. I can only do it 1 time per short rest.
Gotcha.
That's the downside. So then I will use my bonus action to whip this dagger at his face.
All right. And like that action is what? Tell me you can still do 1 more attack, or that is if he misses.
So I do I use 1 superiority dice for this action, and then it's just a bonus just an action I can use as a bonus where I throw my weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So that would be a check on the attack. A 1. Okay.
You shoot wide. You shoot wide, and just kind of the dagger just kind of flies right over his head. He didn't even need to move.
Your turn, guys. My work here is done.
Oh, yo, your boy has a plan. I think I made the perfect build for whatever Eric has just done.
Yeah, I think you might have. Now,
half my spells are for people who have blood in them, and none of these people have blood in them.
No, they do not. Now, it is the Wraith's turn, and it's going to go to the closest one. It just runs up and kind of levitates and flies over to the Dragonborn, and he's going to roll to hit with his cursed blade.
Hold on, can I use my acid breath? Because I'm noticing that
on your turn.
Oh,
you can.
Oh, so
unless it's a reaction. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, do you have a reaction for it, or is it just a bonus action?
It's a normal attack.
Your bonus actions are your react, because this will be a reaction, and your reactions are like deflect. You can like deflect projectiles, and you can slow down a fall, but you don't have any.
Deflect missile will come in handy because anything counts as a missile if it's launched at you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That is a 19 to hit.
Alright.
Okay, and some d8s. As he comes down with his blade.
God, I rolled a 4. So at a 6, damn.
Oh no, you're
just got armor.
Let's see, because he rolled 19 to hit. Your AC is 15, so he hits. So now the damage you take is 17. You take 23 necrotic damage. So as the blade streaks down, you swear you dodged it. You swear you got around, but even though you dodged it, the blade came around, and as it was coming just close to your skin, you feel this life energy kind of just suck out of you, and you got the number right of how much damage. It was
20. You said 23.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit. God, but damn, a fucking 8. Sheesh.
So, how much damage was that again?
It's 23. Oh my god.
23. So where's your AC at right now? What's your health? What HP?
My HP is at 12.
12? That is currently your permanent HP until you take a long rest.
Oh damn.
If you do not like, even if you healed, you cannot heal past where you are right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's my cap. Fuck.
That sucks. That's
Next
unfortunate.
is the
Can I?
next is the Sword of Wraith.
Oh,
It's going to approach
That's upsetting.
the bugbear, as that was the one that actually struck at him. As he approaches you, he's going to attack with his long sword. That is, that's not that great. That's a 15 to hit.
Luckily, my AC is 16.
Just after seeing what happened to your monk friend, you mean like, don't get hit by this stuff, and you kind of jump back as the blade swings down, and you even feel your fur kind of move at the speed that the blade came down at. And
I'm gonna give you a hot no thanks on that one, mate.
And next is Larcanis. It is now your turn.
God. Oh, that's fucked up.
Hit him with the
That's
pepper
really
blast. Pa!
hard. I'm about to. That's all I have. Acid breath, because I'm sure that none of my punches will hit this thing. So let's go acid breath. That's all I
Okay.
got.
Go ahead and let me just pull your guy up.
I got some
Attack.
coworkers with some serious acid breath, that's for sure.
Okay, so he makes so the wraith has to make a dexterity saving throw. So it's a 12. DC's 10. Let me see if it has any Let me see what the dexterity is. No, he's actually quite dexterous. As you spill out the acid, it does hit him. It does hit him, but not for the amount of damage you think it was. So go ahead and roll the damage of your acid.
Oh, that's
Which- It's a
the
2d6. No, it's a
2d6.
you're level. Well, you're level. You're over level 6, so it's 3d6.
So I just do D6 3 times?
Yeah.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, as you now because he succeeded that, he's going to take half that damage, and which is always rounding down. So whenever you that's across the board, that's how I would do it. If you succeed, it's going to be half rounding down. So 4. But even though that acid gets on him, the acid doesn't seem like it's barely doing anything. It seems like it's reacting, but not nearly as much as you would have hoped.
Mm-hmm.
And Saga, you are up.
Right, I'm going to stand right where I am. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite, and I'm going to huck a javelin at the one next to Larcanis.
Roll to hit. What was the
12.
12? Just barely misses.
It's okay. I got an extra attack. Let's do this again. That'll be better. That's 21 to hit.
There you go. That hits. Roll damage.
All right. Let's do some math here. So that is... All right. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 5 piercing.
Okay.
So 11 piercing, and then it's also going to take an extra 2d6 radiant, and it's going to be shedding dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible. So that's 6 radiant.
Nice. And the light. How far is the light hit?
Dim light in a 5-foot radius.
5-foot radius around the wraith. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. As you throw out the javelin, the first one missing, but the second one hitting true. This one actually briefly sticks into the wraith, and you see his eyes widen up, and you see some of the radiant damage kind of expel out of his eyes, and he expels the javelin, and light shines. And as the light shines, you see the eyes kind of start flickering, and it seems like it's having trouble placing where you two are. You have effectively disadvantaged the wraith.
All right.
So next, do you have another action, or is that it?
We've lost Saga for a second.
We lost Saga.
She's got a cute smile on the frozen screen, so.
It's all right. I'll wait.
Yep.
Okay.
Just go.
So just so you know, on deck is Connor. Connor, well, actually no. On deck is Jago. We're back to the top of our round if Saga's
Your
done.
boy.
It's then Jago, and then Connor.
Do you want me to just go, and then when she gets back on, we'll just give her an action?
Yeah, we could do that if it seems like.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh shoot.
She's in.
Hey y'all, sorry about that.
All good. It's all good. Do you have a second? Is there? Do you have a bonus action you're gonna do, or did you already do all your stuff?
Let me see. I think I did everything, but let me double check.
Okay.
Oh no, Branding Smite was my bonus action, so I'm done.
Okay. Then Jago, you are up.
Cool. So I have the so when I cast her right on my weapon, it stays there until it's like sheathed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still a flaming hand axe. And I can cast 2 rights a day, and I slowly want my scimitar to come out of my other arm blade.
All right.
And as it does it for flavor text, I want to say what the hemo dice does is like you can see the blood sort of cut. You can see like cuts coming into my skin as the blood flows into the arm blade, and then the blade will come on fire as it happens. And as I do that, I have 2 flaming weapons, and I'm going to use both of my attacks on this wraith in front of me.
Go for it.
So for the first one, I'll use the hand axe. I'm going to slice him, like try to sort of get him right in the head. Let us slay. Hand axe is a +8, so that's going to be a 17 to hit.
17. Just hits.
Cool. $13.
13 fire damage, or
Yeah, 13. So it's going to be 6 fire damage. The rest will be slashing. Yeah. So I'll just
Okay.
give you the fire damage if that's the only thing that affects him.
no? The regular damage affects him, just not as much.
Okay, word.
So 6 fire damage, and what's the?
And then 7 regular.
Okay. All right. As you come around with the flames, the flames kick off of his armor. It's shaking it off, trying to douse the flames as the blade kind of just passes through it. No, but you're getting reactions. You're definitely,
As that blade passes through and he's freaking out, I want my scimitar to come around and slice him up the middle with the same sort of attack with a 16 to hit.
16 is his armor class, so that's a miss.
Ah, okay. So that just slices him.
The wraith immediately kind of recourses back to avoid the flames as it streaks barely, just out of range. Is
cool.
That do it for your turn?
Yeah, that's the turn.
Alrighty, Connor.
Okay. Do I add the hit DC modifier for my weapon into my checks? For hit?
Your D&D Beyond should have the your attack.
Where it says hit/DC, you're gonna roll a D20 plus that.
Okay.
And then for damage, it'll be the 1d6 plus 5, unless you have any extra modifiers.
I believe he's using a rapier because it's a finesse weapon that you are proficient with. It's a 1d8 plus 5, so that's what. So yeah, all your bonuses are already put in place in your D&D Beyond.
Yeah. So when I roll the D20 for hit, I add 6.
Exactly.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So I am going to move behind this guy, this wraith.
You're gonna move behind him, so you're gonna kind of come around him.
Flank him.
Yep. I'm gonna flank, and then I'm gonna start stabbing his back. He
Go
was
for it,
he was
Robert.
attacking Jago, right? So he should be facing
Yes, he
south.
was. Yes. Roll to hit.
All right. Here we go, baby. I got an 18.
That hits.
And then I gonna roll my d8 plus 5. That is a 6, or that's not a d8. Hold on. D8 is a 5 plus 5, so 10.
Okay. And just regular slashing damage.
That's all I got.
Alrighty.
It's piercing
As you-
damage.
Piercing. All right. As you lunge in, you kind of goes right through the armor and everything. Doesn't seem like, but and as you slice it back out, you hear the clinging of your blade slicing through something. Feel like you did something to it, but not the kind of damage you were looking for. But it's the sword rate. This definitely seems like he's starting to feel it.
All right.
Starting to be a little bit more sluggish with his movements.
I take my second attack.
Roll to hit.
That'd be a 5. I'm going to go ahead and cast, I'm going to use luck to add another dice to choose between.
Go for it.
That's a 1, so I choose the 5 plus 6.
Both miss. It's sliced down again. Once again, he just has your timing. He just understands your timing better and just, again, moves just out of reach.
Yeah, he can do this all day.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Let's
And,
see.
that does it for your turn?
One sec. Double check. That'll do it.
Okay. It's
Oh.
now the Wraith's turn.
That one, but-
The Wraith stares at the extremely damaged monk, Dragonborn with but the light is kind of constantly making it squint. It's trying to strike at you, but it's like also shooting his eyes. And oh wow, you better thank the stars that Saga threw that daylight. Because I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh
But
my
because there's
God.
daylight, he had to roll at disadvantage. And so it turned into an 11. So as the race swings down, you immediately just kind of parry away from it and kind of dodge off of it. And next is it's like Daddy 20. That would have been your ass, bro.
my first
Your first
You
game,
die
you die.
bro. You die. I die as soon as we make it to the forest. Like,
Welcome to
damn.
you are dead in your first encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
what if
I'm
you
ready
died
for
on
it.
a boat?
I
Terrible.
Be like the Roberts in that Reno 911 movie when you just kicked that grenade in that tunnel and exploded.
Yeah. This is so bad. So
And so now it's the Sword Wraith Warrior's turn. Is going to strike at the Bugbear once again, as it's the one that's doing the most damage to it. That is that's a 14 to hit.
Nope. 16, baby.
And it swings down. It starts as it misses. It starts letting out a vicious streak and uses its martial fury action to strike at you again. That is also not that good. That's an 11
Nope.
to hit.
16.
As it uses that extra action to swing, it just kind of stays in place for a sec, almost not moving. It is just completely still. Seems like whoever strikes it next will have advantage. That was rolling horribly. Larcanis. It is Larcanis. It is your turn.
Okay.
Damn.
And
I didn't
physical
know.
attacks are not doing anything to this thing, right?
It is
Like-
doing
Seems
something.
like they're doing half damage.
Okay.
Is what I would guess.
Are your fists magic yet?
No.
Let me see. What does that?
Oh shit!
Regular old fist.
Even though
Wait,
it's
alright.
just fire damage on the other ones, because I put a right on each of my weapons, they're magic attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, your fists are not magical. They did grant you an increase in your defense, but they did not grant you any type of magic capabilities. You would need to.
Maybe
Can I spit?
My buddy here.
Acid on my hands and then punch the wraith. Is that a thing?
Your breath weapon, your black breath weapon, is a once per short rest.
Oh damn, I do see that right there.
Hey, hold on,
Oh,
y'all.
bastard. Okay.
Just pointing this out in case it's useful. Starting at 6th level, monks' unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. So your fists
Right,
are
okay.
magic, my friend.
Well, there you go. Thank you for. I did not know that.
Sorry to rules lawyer.
Glad we got a pro.
No.
No.
Real quick pause. I do not get upset with people spouting out a random roll, because at the end of the day, I have the authority. I still maintain if I wanted to go in my game or not. But I 100%, because it's a game that it's a game with multiple textbooks, so it's totally allowed. Please tell me some rule that I may be overlooking. Absolutely.
Okay.
As long
So,
as you're
I
nice
get
about it.
You're
I get-
overlooking the. Oh, I found another rule you're overlooking, Eric. It's the one where I win.
Oh, yeah, that's legit. That's on page
It's a good one.
120 of the player's
It's a good
handbook.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not it.
I see.
Sorry, not in my homebrew. Well, then yes, your fists are magical.
Okay. So I roll 1d6 plus 3. Is it also plus 6?
Well, first you got to roll to
My-
hit. First you got to roll.
I just wanted to make sure. Mhm.
Yeah. So for unarmed strike, it's a 1d6 plus 3. That will be your
Okay.
damage. But to hit, you get a plus 6 to hit.
Oh, got you. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do this shit.
Roll that d20.
Motherfucker.
What it has?
7.
A
Oh
7
my god.
plus 6. That is.
No. It was a 1. It was a 1 plus the 6. I'm good.
No, that's a
Ooh.
natural 1. That's not a 1 plus anything, bro.
And that's a natural.
Yeah, that
natty
one's
one.
auto.
That's an auto fail, man. That's you're going to the swing and you forgot that you didn't really fasten the bracers that well, so it kind of
Oh my god.
jangling a little bit. So you just catch it a little bit, so you stop your fist short, and
I get another. Do I get 2
Yeah.
attacks though, right?
you're a monk. You got a bunch of attacks.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah. You haven't done Fury of Blows yet.
Yeah, so you can do Fury of Blows.
let's do Fury of Blows.
Go for it.
That's just where essentially 1 punch is 3 punches, like you Jackie Chan it.
Go
Ooh,
for it.
baby.
You just pump-
I rolled a 16. So
There
a
you
16
go.
plus
Yeah.
6. Holy shit.
16 plus
Okay.
6. That hits.
All right, and then
Roll that
D-
damage.
D6. Oh my god, I'm nervous.
Best
God.
part about the game.
My dice hate me, bro. A 1. I rolled a fucking 1.
So that's 4.
No.
That's a 4.
That's a 4 plus some, and so for Flurry of Blows, you add a couple of, you add an extra D6, right?
Because you're if you spend let me just double check.
That one was it.
A key
Yeah,
point.
you
Yeah,
gotta spend a key point.
you can spend a key point to keep it going.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
And you should have 8 key
I
points
roll-
that you can spend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you
Can
could,
I?
you
Oh
could,
man.
you could like Street Fighter just like volley him real quick.
Yeah, but you do
I'm
only
gonna-
get
So
those
monks
key.
can just like punch and then keep punching.
Yeah, but you can. I think then you can spend a key point, and you get them back with a short rest.
Okay. Damn, dude. I like almost want to use all of my key points just to make sure that I kill this fucking guy.
Messes it out.
At this point, I'm like,
We'll call that your trample attack.
yep. I'm going for the
If
trample.
you want to just start letting those fists fly,
Yeah, if you want to get good old fashioned like.
you want to roll a couple. You want to roll to hit 8, 7 more times. You know.
Shit, man. Let's go. I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's go one more time.
Go for it.
we'll roll as needed. Ooh, a 17 to hit. Okay,
That hits.
and then give me a d6, baby. Wait, do I do 2 d6s?
Well,
Or just
like
do
it's,
one?
you can just do one. You just do one. You just do an additional
No, it's just a
d6.
new attack, yeah.
Okay, 4 again.
Okay.
Give me another one. Another-
Go for it, dude. Go.
Taking
Fuck
jumps
it.
right now, man.
right.
This
I
is
rolled
the
a fucking
D&D
7. Damn
This
it!
is
I
the
rolled a
D&D
7.
equivalent of mashing, I think.
Wait. It is. I am button mashing. Swinging at this thing, bro.
He's like, okay, I get on my head and I spin. And I spin with each of my-
So okay, the hit that was 7 plus 6. Fuck.
What? Which? That's what was that? I can't math. 7 plus 6, so it's 13.
13. Yeah, 13.
Dude, just barely missed. 13 is his armor class.
God damn it,
Man, we're fighting the beefier boy over here.
man. So is that damn? I could keep going, really? Even though I've missed.
If you keep using those key points,
How many have I used so far? 3?
Yeah, you got
I-
5 more, bro.
Yeah, let me use one more.
yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right. This time I rolled a 10, so plus 6, that's a 16.
That
Um,
hits.
Let's go. Come on, hit. Come on, give me some shit. Come on. 5. A 5 to
Five.
5 damage. So is that 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's whatever the plus is. Okay.
Yeah, it's plus 3.
So that's what,
How-
21
how-
damage?
Yeah.
Altogether?
Yeah, you like as you just started, you missing a bunch of them. Every so often, you would dodge one of the hits, and then you would answer with a check jab, and then you would kick through his sides, and the rate, assuming your punches and kicks would just kind of pass through him, but then surprisingly, the flash of your black of the horseshoes vibrating and your draconic energy just hitting it. And you start piecing him up, but he's still up. He's still up. He's still looking at you, but you have definitely taken some of the fire out of him.
21 damage. Oh my god. Somebody killed this man. I should have kept going.
Alrighty.
God damn it.
How long does that light spell last, Saga?
It's a minute, but I'm about to end it by switching to another concentration spell.
Alrighty, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, Larcanis! I see him doing a really good job. And so I change my attention, seeing an opening with the big guy. And so he's who I'm going to attack. I'm going to cast Searing Smite this time.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to huck a javelin at him. So that
Okay.
does drop my branding smite. He's not lit up anymore.
Okay.
And there was advantage on the other guy, right?
Yes, there was
Okay.
advantage on the sword rate.
All right, so that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to be 1d6 of piercing, 1d6 plus. Hang on. All right, 1d6 plus piercing, so 6 piercing total. And then the smite is going to add a d6 fire damage.
Okay.
And he's going to have to take that at the beginning of each turn.
Ooh.
He's got to make a con save at the beginning of each turn to see if he takes it. So that's 4 now.
Additional 4 fire damage.
Additional 4 fire damage, and then at the start of each of its turns, it must make a Constitution saving throw, and on a failed save, takes another d6.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That does it for you. Okay. As
That's my turn.
you fling it out, you see the javelin hits, and then it radiates blistering blue fire, and it just streaks, and and the fire just kind of consumes around it as it just lashing out. You see what used to be his flesh just kind of start peeling away, and ashes start flying above it. It's hurt. It is very, very hurt. Jago, you are up.
He's very hurt, huh?
Yeah.
Finish him.
All right, cool. So I assume he stumbles back, and I'm gonna use the one hand axe I have in my hand, and I'm gonna toss it at him range style because he's like what 10 feet away from me now.
He's. You guys have
Or
been
is he
fighting
still
pretty
up close?
danger close. He's close. He's 5 feet. You guys
Okay,
have
well,
been.
never mind. Cool. Then I'll
I missed my second attack.
Oh. Rewind.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We can do a quick little rewind.
I guess you're
You need
wondering
that.
what we got here.
I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 2, so it doesn't hit.
Okay.
As you were.
You're like, wait, what? Good luck. Okay.
Never mind.
Jago.
Cool. Jesus Christ. Okay.
So sorry.
I got well. I guess this the end for you, mate. And I take the scimitar and I slice him across the side with it. For let me 17 to hit.
That hits.
Cool with a both of these d6s. 8, 5, 13. So that's 13 damage altogether.
What part of it is fire? What part of it is?
Oh, 6 and then 7 for the other one.
Okay, 6 for piercing and 7 for
For fire.
fire. Ooh, it is. As it takes a knee. And- Still up. It's
Jesus Christ.
So as it's still up, I'll take my hand axe, and as it opens its mouth, I'm just going to drag the hand axe up, and sort of fish hook him.
all right. Roll that hit.
Cool. 19 plus 8, 27.
That hits. Come on.
Alright, so fire is only 3 fire, and then 6 regular damage.
Oh, it is literally just standing up, barely holding the sword. It's just it's confused. It's barely there.
All right, cool. And then as a bonus action, because I've only taken 2 attacks,
Mm-hmm.
I will cast a weapon attack, Shadow Blade, to stab him through the back
Cool.
with a 16 to hit.
16 is his
Wait,
armor
hold on.
class. Oh.
Or is it a spell DC? Hold on. This magic sword. Okay, so it's a magic sword comes out. It deals 2d8 psychic damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say what it uses to attack. Oh no, it's a melee weapon attack. I rolled the wrong attack for it. I rolled a spell DC for that. So it counts as a melee.
Go ahead and
weapon.
roll. Then go ahead and roll again.
Cool. It's a 10. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
So now
matter.
there's just a floating sword behind it, which anyone can actually wield.
Oh,
And next, Connor.
Well, it seems it's up to me to finish the job.
The con man himself.
I grab the Shadow Blade and go for an attack.
There you go. There you go. Roll the hit.
That is a... Oh, I don't know what the Shadow Blade is. I gotta add that.
My melee weapon attack is a +8. What are you proficient in?
Finesse.
everything.
Finesse.
You're a fighter, though.
Oh, yeah.
You're a
I'm-
fighter.
I'm
You-
proficient
You're
in all
martial,
martial.
melee.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You-
good. Yeah.
So that's
You'll
a,
be,
Give
so
me
use
some
your.
modifier.
You can use your deck because you're a dex
So-
fighter, right?
yeah, so it'll be 19.
Oh, that hits.
All right.
Roll
okay.
damage.
What am I rolling damage on the Shadow Blade?
I think it counts as just like a regular. It's 2d8 psychic damage. That's what it is.
2d8 psychic. Okay. Feel my d8s. 1d8. That is a 2. And the
How do you-
second one is a 1.
Okay, so that's 3. How do you want to do this?
So I flourish the blade, whipping it around my body, as I can see that the wraith is completely unable to move and defend itself, so I make sure that it's nice and fancy. I do a backflip as I cut its head off with the shadow blade and landing nicely on my feet.
Even though you weren't able to do much damage during the initial melee, you have shown yourself as the warrior you are, and you grab the blade out of the air and you do your move, and as the head just kind of levitates off, it just, the fire that Saga put on it just encapsulates it, and as its severed head and body goes to gently levitate to the ground, it burns away.
Thank God I was here,
Go.
right?
What about me?
I think I'll set you up for a good alley oop there.
Alrighty. So next,
So,
do you have an attack?
I don't think I have anything. I was gonna actually ask if what bonus actions I could do, but I think I'm good on that. I don't have anything.
If you have a range attack and you have not used a bonus action, I would allow you to use a bonus action to switch to a ranged weapon if you wanted to, if you had one
I
to
do
throw
not,
or
but I
knife.
did want to find my deck.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You can use an action to give to do a perception check.
17.
And also the Shadow Blade, it deals 2d8 psychic damage on a hit and has the finesse, light, and thrown properties. So range is 20, and then 60 if you want to throw it.
How far am I from this thing?
35.
All right, we're gonna move over there next turn, but yeah,
You got movement. You have movement.
I can. Okay, so I'm gonna move in range of that. I got 18 for my perception check on the dagger find.
You see the dagger because you threw the dagger around here. So the dagger, this just something to indicate. It's over here. It's about 5, 10. It's about right. It's right here.
Okay, I'll make a note and I'll come back for it. I'm gonna move towards the wraith, and I'm going to. Can I get close enough for a melee? Oh yeah. I can.
What's your
30 feet
movement? You can get up there. Yeah.
All right. So let me move up behind this guy.
He's currently in melee, so you are flanking.
All right. And so I will use bonus. Wait. I don't think I have anything left. I used up all my stuff, so I can only really throw it, but I want to keep it because I can't really do much attack. So I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. It is now the wraith's turn. He's looking down at the monk. He's going for a strike. That is a 12 to hit. What's your AC? Larcanis?
My AC.
Armor class.
15. So 15
misses.
Nice.
As it swings down, you knowing the kind of impact the race can have, you immediately jump back, it's just in slow motion. You just see it go right by, and that is what its turn is. Larcanis, it is your action.
Oh, he missed.
Ooh. Fucking missed. Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
We're going Fury of Blows again because I don't know how much health this guy has.
You can do Fury Blows after you do your initial strike. If I remember correctly, I think that's a bonus because Fury Blow. You can bonus action whenever you want, but just so you know, it's a bonus action.
It's sort of like a backhand hit, so you hit him once, and then so it's like with your offhand, and then boom, boom, you know.
Okay.
So
like basically, like you jab and you would just go straight into your cross after that.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, damn it. So for my initial hit, I just rolled a fucking 4, so that's a 10. That's a
misses.
Miss. And then I guess for my bonus action, we're gonna go for that.
Sure.
Go for that Fury.
Do that Fury.
Oh, why do you hate me? I just rolled a damn 2. I rolled a 2.
It misses. That misses. You have another. You have another attack.
Uh,
You get 2 attacks
yeah.
for 1 action. So
Okay, then yeah, damn it. Try it one more time. Let's do this. Oh my god, what the? I'm just meant to die. I just rolled a 1.
Wait,
Dude, you have a good dice.
third natty 1.
yeah, dude, you need to get real dice. You need to stop with, stop fucking with the computer.
No more digital dice.
You are
No
not
more
allowed for
digital
digital. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's your second
jeez.
action. Do you want to? You can use a key point. Just so you know, you do have patient defense, which allows you to spend a key point to kind of wait. Like if you know an attack is coming, you can use the dodge action and avoid a potential blow that would hit. You would be able to. You'll be able to like at least cut the damage down.
Can I still do that now?
Yeah, if you use the key point.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go for it. I just patient defense. Yeah.
As you go in, you just kind of bounce up a little bit and kind of keep your hands out a little, kind of keeping a low base to the ground, kind of ready for the next strike. And that will do it. Saga, you are up.
All right. I'm going to run up into melee range, and it's battle axe time.
Yes.
As you go charging in, roll that attack.
It's an 11 to hit, but it's okay because I got a second attack, and that's a nat 20.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
gonna be
Double damage.
2d12. It makes up for missing the first one. So great axe, 2d12. One of those was a 1. Almost an 11. So 12 plus 5, 17 points of damage.
17. Oh, right. As it was a crit, it hits with the thunderous. Because it's not a magical blade, if I recall, right?
It's not.
All right, but it's still natty 20. So coming down, and you like, if Tara could see you now, she badass. You do a perfect swipe, and the cuts through the wind, and it almost, and you even see a little bit of a space that you have left in the wraith that slowly is trying to put itself back together. It felt that hit hard.
Perfect. I'm not gonna waste a rage at this turn, so that's my turn.
Alrighty, Jago.
Cool. Can you move me 30 feet closer to him?
Yeah, it's only 25.
Cool.
Guys have effectively surrounded him.
Oh, we have him
I
surrounded.
love you guys.
This is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna use my flaming scimitar, and I'm gonna slice at him upwards.
Go for it. Roll that hit.
Cool. 20. Not
20
natural.
hits.
Why did I throw my dice away? Alright, 5 fire damage, and then 7 regular damage.
Okay. As you come down with your flame sword,
Magic damage.
well, it's fire damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you come down with the flames, as the flames kiss the wraith, it's not reacting the way the sword wraith was, and as the fire just kind of passes right by it, it does some damage, but didn't do nearly what kind of punch that it hit the sword wraith warrior with.
Word.
Shit. That's unfortunate.
I'm really glad I didn't use my Searing Smite on that one.
I know, right? Dang.
Yeah. No one has attacked it with fire yet. It's all been just regular, like your magical bracers. Yeah, it seems like that's the only thing that's been. Yeah, you've been the one, trading punches with this thing.
Yeah, I've been the fireboy this whole time. Let me see what.
I hit it with some Radiant earlier that went
Yes.
pretty well.
Radiant rocked him.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn it. I I got some good fire damage stuff. So I'll just hit him normal attack wise with my other hand axe as I go through, and I'll just try to get him in like the armpit with it.
Go for it.
23.
That hits.
Ooh, max rolls on that. 17.
Nice. Very nice. As you strike at it, you start hearing the rake go, ah, ah, and it starts screeching out loud. That kind of echoes out throughout the area, and it is hurt. It is extremely hurt.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have to go in about 5 minutes.
You got one more, though? Do you have another attacking you?
Yeah, no, that's the end of my turn, though.
Okay, Larcanis is on you.
Connor.
All right.
No, wait, it is on the Wraith. The Wraith is going to hit. I'm sorry.
No, Jago went.
Oh, yeah.
Connor did not.
He wasn't Connor.
Oh, Connor. You're right,
Yeah,
Connor.
Connor's, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it, Connor. You're hit.
So I'm gonna
your turn.
You got the Shadow
I'm gonna
Blade.
swing the shadow blade at the face across the chest of the wraith for my first attack.
Roll that hit.
It is a 20.
That
15
hits.
plus 6, 5. Wait, yeah, 21. So it hits. That's gonna be a D8
And what kind of
Okay.
damage?
shadow.
It's 2d8 psychic.
Psychic.
Oh, psychic.
Okay.
So I got 1 4 and
Mhm.
a 7.
How do you want to do this?
Casually walking up behind the wraith that is standing over Larcanis, I heroically step up and say, "Don't worry, guys, I'm here." And I swing the blade across the back of the wraith and then stab it through the back of its head, ripping the head off the top and flinging it to the distance.
As you see, in the nick of time, Connor valiantly dispatches the Wraith as his body just dissipates into nothingness. You have defeated the race and have saved Lament Road. Whew.
Well done, folks. I joke and I
we-
kid, but I know. It was a group effort.
That's good.
As you guys look over your battle, tired, Larcanis in seriously dire shape, we can either reconvene for next campaign or and we'll just say
You want to
Jago.
like set up camp here?
No.
No, they just screamed so loudly. They're going to attract every single other bad thing in this area.
On top of that, the last people who slept here woke up as wraiths.
Mm.
Yeah, that too.
That's what you get
Yeah.
for waking up in Vegas.
You know what they say? What happens
But
in
yeah, I'm
Vegas
definitely down
steals your
to
soul.
reconvene for a session too, so that we can have the whole party going forward.
Yep. Reconvene, please.
alrighty. As
That was fun, guys.
That's great.
you guys have survived the first bout, you're in the thick of the Forgotten Woods, on your way to Father's Resolve, clearing the way of wraiths and sword of Wraith warriors as alike. And we'll pick up again next week if you guys are up for it.
Everybody say hi to
Hell yeah.
Twitch. Hi,
Hi,
Twitch
Twitch.
chat.
Hi, Twitch.
Thank you guys so much for playing my homebrew. I hope that we keep this going. And you guys, you did great. By the way, Sean, you did great first time out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats,
You
brother.
beat the
Thank
big
you.
boss. You beat the main encounter
Yeah.
because everyone else was getting up
You're
on
not dead
the.
yet.
You're not dead. Good on you.
You went through 2 fights,
That's
by
great.
the way. You're doing great.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whew. By the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Sheesh.
Hey, it's only
I've
gonna
got
get
some
better
extra
from
if you
here,
need it.
I know. I'm ready. This is great. That was good.
I'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Much
All right,
love.
guys.
Oh,
Later,
bye,
guys.
everyone.
Thanks so
Thanks,
much for
y'all.
this.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
You too.
All right.